colors, neon skies, you feel it, closer to danger, just a touch won't be enough. Oh, in the world of Eden, oh, in the world of Eden, we're lost in temptation, as sweet as you can taste it, beautiful danger, just a touch won't be enough, 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 won't be God.
Yo, yo, boys and girls, welcome back to another live stream. Today we're going to do, this hour we've got, I wouldn't say today, because earlier I was doing CNC Remastered. I need to take that sponsored by EA off, because this one is not. I've got some 0 hour for you, 0 hour action, very, very high level, best of 13 between GooGle and BoYcaH. We have started the stream a little bit early. The reason I wanted to do that is to just talk through the rules of this challenge, and also talk through the sponsors. Just before I do that, I'm going to get some 0 hour music on for you. I always play the 0 hour music outside of the game because loads of the tracks are copyrighted, so I had to strip out the copyrighted ones for this. Also, we might have a special guest. One of the sponsors might be joining us for some or all of the games. Might have Lucifer Rise joining us. I'm also going to come back on my real account. And I'm also going to set the scoreboard up as well. Actually, my game has started doing this a lot. You see how laggy this is now? My game is... That's not the first time this has happened. Don't know what causes that. And I need to exit out in order for it to fix. I don't know if that's something to do with the new gen tool or not. It's only happened in the last week or so. I can't remember if it was before or after the gen tool. I have to close the game and then restart it, which is a bit strange. That's happening again. That's a little bit worrying. I'll wait for the gen tool stuff to go off, see if it is that. Very strange. Don't tell me I'm going to have to restart my computer, because the stream will have to restart. That's very, very weird. I don't suppose anyone knows what causes that. I'm going to try the game again. Yeah, that's weird, man. Honestly, I don't know what's causing that. I might even have to reboot the stream. Unless anyone knows how to fix that. I don't know what is causing it. Yeah, the overlays are lagging as well. Something is stressing the computer. Something is stressing the computer pretty bad. I don't know what it is, because the overlays on OBS is oh, I have a feeling I might know what it is. Remove this. I think I was capturing the game twice with OBS. I think that's what it is, because I've been playing the remaster. Think this should work now. Yeah, there we go. I was capturing the game twice, so with OBS. Okay, phew. I don't have to restart on PC. Right, gonna set a scoreboard. I don't want to change my account anyway. Did I update my GPU recently? Yeah, I did actually. I upgraded to a 2080 Ti. The top of the range one as well. I was, what it was, I'd set up 2 game capture things, one for 0 hour and one for the CNC Remaster. But the CNC Remaster one was actually capturing 0 hour as well, so it was capturing the game twice in OBS. So, yeah, they're glad that's fixed. Yeah, we might have a co-person on today. We might have Lucifer Arise. Let's see. So I meant to go over the rules. Best of 13. Looks like Google's already in the lobby. 2 minutes early, which is decent. What's my prediction? Google versus BoYcaH. I think close. I reckon. I reckon 7-6. Because the reason that, so basically Google asked me is my prediction. I think it's going to go close. I think both are very good players. I think Google probably slightly better, but BoYcaH when he's on point plays super good. I think it will go real close. I think it'll go to 6-6, and I think I've seen BoYcaH a few times crumble in the last few moments of big games, like against Logica in last World Series, and there's a few other challenges and whatever where he's kind of crumbled in the final moment. Done really well early on. I expect him to do well early on, and then crumbled later. That's just my prediction. I might be completely wrong. That's just since Google asked me. That's what my prediction is. The first map's going to be on Summer Arena. It's best of 13. I'll go over the full rules in a second. Summer Arena, I think, is the first map. The rules for this are all in the description as well, which I'll go over in a second. Yeah, let us know what you think your predictions are in the chat. Where is Summer Arena? Why can't I find it? It's because I'm on 4-player maps, maybe. BoYcaH is already late, as Google said. More than 10 seconds, though. When I first made this, the title of it, by the way, was a $50 prize. But since then, BoYcaH told me that the price has actually been increased to $130 now, and there's more sponsors. So if you press F5 on the stream, you'll get the new title, the new thumbnail, and you'll also see the updated sponsors in their description, which I'll go over in 1 second. So yeah, the prize now $130. So basically, there's 4 sponsors for this now. So Lucifer Arise, aka Baloney, Hepsi, and Kyle and Cody are now the sponsors for this challenge. So yeah, first actually, I might as well. I'll pull the rules up for you so you can see, since we're waiting anyway. So yeah, there was supposed to be some alternative maps played here. The one Google's on about is called Skara, which is that one. think I played that a few times, but it doesn't ring any bells that much. But Facey's crazy, man. Irish Front is that one. That's one that I recommended to play. I really like that. You know, it was added in the latest Gen Tool update. Like this bit here is like raised up on a hill. Actually, both sides are raised up on a hill where my cursor is now, and also where my cursor is now over here. Oil in the middle. It just seems a really, really decent map. It's like a cities in the corner. I think it was added right around when the 1.04 plus tournament was going on, and also Vendetta was offered as well. But both players said they didn't know the map. So actually, I think probably BoYcaH does know that map. So it's probably Google who refused this one. This is another really good one. You can go 3 supplies pretty easy. I really like this map, and I think both of them will become popular with their new competitive map pool. That said, though, they're not in the World Series map pool. Yes, the rules for this, I'll pull it up now. It looks like BoYcaH is late. I'll pull up the rules for this while we're waiting. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, you can see that. I need to get rid of the sponsored by EA thing again. So just go over the rules while we're waiting for BoYcaH. Air Mirror is going to be the first game on Summer Arena. That's going to be pretty interesting, I think. Thing that might change is actually players might go for that second supply there, because you can manually select the crate piles, so you can actually collect a bit faster with the Chinook collecting on each pile. So yeah, you might see that, but I still think you'll see probably a drop from both players. Well, BoYcaH I think usually always drops. So anyway, that's going to be the first map. Best of 13, like I said. Actually, even this topic needs updating because it's not $50 anymore. It's actually more than that. It's actually $130 now. Then players can choose the following matchups. So you've got Air Inf, Laser GLA, Air Stealth, Nuke Tox, China Super Weapon, Stealth Tank, one of my favorites. I think the most Hall of Fame games involve Stealth Tank. There's at least two Stealth Tanks between Rage and Size. USA Tox, BoYcaH is here now, by the way. Inf Stealth, Demo GLA. Basically, we're going to see all these in matchups and then reverse. Air Mirror has only played once. After that, loser gets to pick. From that point, it'll go back and forth between the players. So, I mean, we know what round 1 is. We'll come back to the rules when we need it. But for now, that's it. So I'll put it back on in-game mode. We've got the score. Best of 13. First to win 7. Why is BoYcaH? Why is BoYcaH joking about eating ghost peppers? I don't understand. Right, so we've got an epic 1v1 challenge about to start. Did everybody get a notification that this stream was happening, by the way? Because I think I've uploaded so many videos and so many streams in the last few days. I think if you do 5 streams or 5 videos in 72 hours, it stops giving you the notification. But it seems like we've got a decent amount of viewers. But yeah, I was worried because I've done so much lately with the remaster and stuff that notifications would stop. Anyway, predictions in the chat. We're going to kick off with the first game. Feel like the China music probably needs to change to USA music for the very first game. Best of 13, first to win 7 games. In the north, we've got Google, Googly with the Cyan and the Air Force, and then in the south, we've got in the red, BoYcaH. Hopefully, they stick with the same colors throughout this. That'll be really, really nice. Got BoYcaH also with the USA Air Force in the red. Now, I've been playing CNC Remaster a hell of a lot. And for a start, my scroll speed seems insane because in CNC Remaster, the scroll speed is super, super slow. So I usually have it on 8, and even 3.6 sounds fast. If I'm scrolling fast, then that's CNC Remaster's fault. Right, it looks like we're going to have a drop from Google. Both building infantry as you'd expect, but BoYcaH's going for rangers instead. Potentially going to go for a more defensive build order. Some people got a notification. That's cool. Google going for a big drop with 5 missile defenders. That means, though, he will not have a second Chinook until now, I think. Now he can, but it depends if he wants to delay his Raptor or not. He's going to do this big drop. It's more aggressive. He's only got two Chinooks let him right now. This is going to... Oh, that might be bad. Oh, he does stop it. It kills one. If it had stopped that full drop, that would have been an absolutely epic play by BoYcaH. BoYcaH's still got his other dozer over here. BoYcaH's now under pressure because that airfield needs to be completed. Google's got the advantage now. Oh, he has made another dozer, though, BoYcaH has. BoYcaH's on 2,200. He just chose to rebuild it rather than send that other dozer back. So maybe... maybe it's quite even, actually. Oh, BoYcaH's going to lose a Chinook here. I don't know if BoYcaH's paying attention a lot or not. He might save it. Or maybe not. Survived on a very, very low HP. Google's stealing some cash. And also BoYcaH's... Sorry, Google's... First Raptor is now coming across the map. Is it going to target the weak one? It's going to target the weak one. Maybe it would have been better to hit the full HP one. Someone says there's no game sound. Are you kidding? No game sound at all. Maybe it's because it needs to be put louder.
King Raptor ready for takeoff.
Tell me about that.
Let's get to work.
It might just be I had it too quiet. I always put it really quiet when wow, BoYcaH's getting wrecked. I always put it really quiet when I have people on Discord because I can't hear them otherwise. So yeah, sometimes I forget to turn it up. Hopefully you can hear now. Two Raptors coming across the map from BoYcaH. He's got 3, so he's potentially going to go and try and hit a supply. BoYcaH's also going for the oil. BoYcaH, actually, I thought was in a really, really bad position, but now it's actually not looking so bad. Now he's getting the oils. It's probably fairly even. He's going to have 3 oils. 3 oils. Yeah, people say it's bad now. Yeah, sorry about that. It's why I always have it pretty low. So actually, I can hear people in Discord. Sorry about that. BoYcaH rebuilding the supply and also making a 3rd airfield. Pretty even, you know. I thought Google was massively ahead, being on that other supply quicker, but now actually it doesn't look so bad. It's been some nice hits from Google, but BoYcaH's still very much in this, and probably you could say he's got the advantage now because the three oils are massive income, and BoYcaH's already on this supply as well, and a 3rd airfield coming up. So you say BoYcaH's ahead now, I think. 4 Raptors coming across the map, and Comanche taken out from by BoYcaH of Google's. Ooh. Not sure quite what's going on there. It's not very good for Google. Oh, it does go down. It takes out 1 Raptor, but 2 Raptors already took off, I think, or at least 1. Too loud now, people are saying. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right, hopefully this sounds alright now. See how that is. So now, I think BoYcaH's got the economic advantage, but Google potentially the army advantage because he's got more King Raptors out. But BoYcaH does have a number of King Raptors out. I just think BoYcaH's ahead probably in every way, actually. Looks like he's got equal or... equal Raptors or around the same. BoYcaH's just got so much money now. He's on 1,700, but it's just because he's spending it all. But look at him. Look at how much stuff he's got. King Raptors are all pretty much going to come back and land. Carl says now there's no sound. I think you're trolling now, to be fair. Google's taking out a dozer there with a Comanche. Still in BoYcaH's head. Google's slowly taking out the oils. There's only one oil left for BoYcaH, and that's on the left-hand side. But BoYcaH's already collecting from the middle. Google's now got pretty much no Raptors out, apart from these two that are flying back across the map. BoYcaH's just ahead and everywhere. I think BoYcaH's going to take this one, and air mirror, his air mirror is very strong. We've got 8 King Raptors now for BoYcaH. These Raptors will take him out, but then they're going to be forced to land. Airfield does go down as well, and that Raptor was going to land, but now died. Sorry, not Comanche. Stealth. Not stealth. What am I on about? Carpet bomber. Carpet bomb coming across the map. It's going to hit probably between there. Is it going to kill anything though? I think it's a little bit short. Sometimes I think it depends on the terrain. It actually landed a little bit short. If it had been a bit closer to the edge of the map, it probably would have killed both. Hold the line has been initiated, which gives all the buildings a HP buff. I think it's like 10%. Comanche's clearing up the ranges in the middle. Google's now expanded. It's actually a decent mirror. Google's expanded now to the middle. And the power now being taken out. Comanche's now coming across the map from BoYcaH. And as Comanche's here as well, taking this out. Missile defender's been produced to try and deny the Comanches. But there is a lot of Comanches. Command center now going down as well. Google's going to be now without radar. And dozer hunted is probably what BoYcaH's going to do next. GG. Thrown down from Google. BoYcaH takes game number 1 pretty convincingly as well. I mean, Google even did a really nice start, but BoYcaH just played super solid all the way through. Maybe them ghost peppers that he's eating did actually really well for him. I'm actually been logged off. I saw that BoYcaH collected like 60 something and Google collected 20 something. Sorry, 40 something. So there was a difference of 20k, about 20k, I think. So well played to BoYcaH. He takes game number 1. Best of 13. So it's first to win 7. I'm going to get the maps up so we can discuss what map they want to go. So after the loser gets to pick the next matchup from the list while the winner picks the map. Winner picks the map, loser picks the matchup. Google wants Infant Stealth. BoYcaH wants which map? Double A says, is this part of the World Series? Nah, it's not. This is just a random one-off challenge. 9ECN3 says, Ghost Peppers are like steroids for 0-hour players. Maybe. Because BoYcaH did put on a beastie performance there. So we're waiting for BoYcaH to pick the map. He takes 5 minutes to type let's do. Snowy Drought version 4. Snowy Drought here. V4 has no cars. So yeah, the difference about V4 is V4 has no cars. So we've got BoYcaH leading this. And an 8-minute air game. Goes 1-0 up. Radioactive says, how am I doing in the World Series? I haven't played any matches yet. I've not even played round 1 yet. I play round 1 on Friday, so I've got all this week to quit playing the remaster. And actually play some Zero. Will we see the legendary double CC strat? Snowy Drought, where is it? Let's find it. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't understand that joke, it's basically in a 2v2 clan wars. I think it's me and GooGle, or me and BoYcaH against Huge Clan. And oh no, it was me and GooGle was the only one left, and Foregone made 2 CCs, 2 GLA CCs. That's all he had was 2 GLA CCs. He had nothing else. So yeah, next level strats from Foregone. Okay, GooGle in the north on Snowy Drought. I think he's really confident in this matchup. That's the reason why he chose it. He is in the pink in the China infantry. In the south, we've got BoYcaH in the red with the GLA stealth. Luckily, oh no, they're not taking the same colors. I would like GooGle to stay cyan, so we'll ask him next time to stay cyan. But yeah, BoYcaH in the south with the GLA stealth. I think this matchup is fairly balanced, to be honest, and especially on a bigger map like this, where it gives both players a chance to establish themselves. Probably, if played 100% perfectly, you'd probably say it would have to favor GLA, just because it is slightly larger and you can get more tunnels up in places. Young Menos, welcome to the channel, by the way. But there's no reason why Inf, if he holds on against any rush, he can push out kind of 3 or 4 minutes into the game, which I know GooGle will probably be looking to do. He'll like to push out with an outpost and a flamer. And then that's when GLA is going to be under a bit of a threat. But if the later it goes, if it goes super late game, the Anthrax bomb does make it does sway it into Stealth's favor, I think. So yeah, it just depends. It's all about that mid game, I think. Nice truck rush there from GooGle, but unfortunately does not get a worker. Terrorist does detonate and takes it out. We've got a supply in the bottom left for BoYcaH. Two supplies from both players. I think GooGle likes to do this build order. I think I've seen him do it a few times usually. Actually, I think if he's Nuke, he makes mines on the war factory. I think on the barracks sometimes as well. I think I've seen him do before. So BoYcaH has collected some scrap from the truck that he killed, and he's blown up some mines. There is a outpost getting inside of the base. And actually, that could have been microed a little bit better, I think, from BoYcaH, because that scrapped up tech could have killed all of the infantry that popped outside of that outpost. But unfortunately, a little bit late. But he does clear it up, though. So actually, not so bad. But the next attack from GooGle is now ready, which is the outpost. Is that full? Oh, we can't actually see in observer mode. I want to be able to see. So yeah, this push here on this tunnel might not go so well for BoYcaH because all of his RPGs are here. He's pushing down the left, and he's popped out some quads, but it's not that great against an outpost. Outpost and a flamer. Even if there was a few RPGs, really, the flamer would just be microed forward into the flame wall. BoYcaH now coming in the back. He's pretty good with his tech RPGs, taking out these outposts, but he has lost a lot. Trade-offs on both sides, really. And GooGle now coming with his next attack. BoYcaH now choosing to go for the oil upgrade and the oil capture. But I think GooGle now knows that a load of the RPGs have been taken out. Oh, is that a Fargo pop? That's not actually a Fargo pop, a BoYcaH pop. Just so you know, a Fargo pop is when you pop all the units at the worst ever possible moment and you lose all your units. Exactly as you would expect. But actually, BoYcaH pop looks actually pretty decent. He did repel it. He did lose a little bit of stuff, but he has repelled it. And BoYcaH is also now dropping down more tunnels. But GooGle is relentless with these outposts. Just keep sending them forward. He's also now on a third supply. Can't actually see. Yeah, he has the capture upgrade because he's now moving to capture it. This is nothing to do with the World Series, by the way. This is just a random one-off challenge. The sponsors are in the description. It's $130 for the winner of this. But anyone who's playing in the World Series or anyone thinking of playing competitively, these are two of the best players at the moment. So you can take some pro strats from this. Maybe apply them in your World Series games. Okay, one supply has been taken out now from BoYcaH, and GooGle, I think, is just doing too much damage. You've got too much map control. Or maybe not necessarily map control, though. He does have a decent-ish map control, but it's more map vision. He can see pretty much everything. He's got these two outposts in. Doing really well. These tank hunters here should be able to be cleaned up by this amount of quads. But it's this next outpost again. It's just more relentless aggression. Two quads bunched up there going down. So far, this is probably not an economical trade. These tank hunters for infantry are so strong. Some more pressure from GooGle, but I think he's going to lose one outpost there. Yeah, he is, just due to the sheer amount of quads, but I don't know if BoYcaH's got enough economy to sustain this. Because GooGle's now on 3 supplies, and I can see he's got his refinery and his oil in the top right. As Cyrus D said in the chat, if you pop and lose all of your units, if you pop your units out of your tunnel and they all die instantly, and I mean all of them, then it's classed as a Fargo pop. Just because he's done it so many times. Not necessarily a bad player, he's a beast of a player. He's really good. He only beat Size in the 1v1 challenge the other day. But he he's actually known for popping all of his units outside of a tunnel at the worst possible moment, and then losing them all. I actually thought about getting a t-shirt with the definition of a Fargo pop written on the front of it. I think it would sell pretty well. GooGle's doing really well, but as expected, to be honest, his infantry against GLA is really strong. I played against it myself, I think, it was a challenge against GooGle, actually. I remember playing him on Arena of War, I think. That was maybe a year ago, or maybe a couple of years ago. But yeah, when I played this matchup, I think it might have been a Lucifer challenge, to be honest. And I think infantry won both times. think Inf versus Stealth is pretty balanced. There's little things all add up, like your first outpost, if it dies and you don't get any damage off, it probably decides the game. It's sort of microwave units, and these outposts are so fragile, so if they get popped open without achieving very much, like in the beginning, yeah, BoYcaH popped him open, but he also lost a lot in the process. He lost a few techs, and all of his RPGs were kind of out of position because of it. Dr. Satch, thank you very much, man. We actually hit 13k when I did the remaster stream. We gained like 100 subs just from that one stream. So BoYcaH is still hanging on in there, but Google's on now level 3. And there's a really decent army out from Google. He's in a really solid position. He's got MiGs. He's going to have Napalm, no doubt, very soon. He's got this building, which I absolutely love. I always have to remind Google to take it in 2v2 clan wars. It's basically free junk repair. That's what it is. It's free junk repair that you can get instantly without having to wait. That said, though, all of Inf's units do regen anyway, because you've got the subliminal messaging speaker tower, I think, which is made even better when you get the subliminal messaging upgrade, the speaker tower bonus. You can tell he's got that because of the yellow outline on the red cross. What tier of players would I put Foregone in? I think he's up there with the top, just shy of the very top. I think he has elements of greatness and elements of averageness. I think I'm not convinced BoYcaH can win this. I mean, if he was close to 5-star, maybe, but I think Google just has literally too much economy. So Google's going to get inside of here now. On V4, by the way, all of this is restructured, so the only thing I don't like still is this area. I would like that to be blocked off. I don't think you should be able to hit the Chinooks with a tech RPG here. Or maybe you should, actually. At least that building's gone. The building's gone. Yeah. The building's gone. That's the main thing. See, actually, that's... Yo, Michael, by the way, welcome to the stream. To the channel, rather. Yeah, I prefer this building being over here rather than over there where it was before. So, BoYcaH is managing to hold on. I just think Google's got way too much. If you see how much cash he's got, he's got 7k. He had 8k. MiG's now in as well. I think this is just going to be basically BoYcaH slowly drained out of the match. Google's just putting in a super strong performance. Remember, he chose this matchup, so you would expect him to be good at it. I think BoYcaH will choose any like USA GLA matchups. So I think he considers himself pretty good at that, at those matchups. Refinery going down. That's just going to make BoYcaH even weaker. BoYcaH's dropping down a black market. He's in super survival mode. I mean, he could come back. I think Google will make hackers, though. MiGs now flying across the map. There's so many MiGs. MiGs now coming in, and it's going to hit the technicals and the Jarman. That's a good hit. Lucky to keep one MiG alive. I didn't know he would. And I don't know if... Nah, BoYcaH did go back inside of his tunnel. Otherwise, you'd see the dead corpse of the quads. That was a fake and actually exploded. You don't normally see a fake being captured. That's quite rare. Yeah, BoYcaH's just prolonging the inevitable here. GG. He actually captured the market there as well, but I think BoYcaH was probably already on the exit screen.
You have been defeated.
Well played from Google. Will BoYcaH be able to turn that matchup around? Let's see. Was that 95k collected from Google? Or was it only like 50k from BoYcaH just now? So 1-1 so far. So next matchup is going to be that same map with the reverse armies. Can I make the camera height higher? Nah, I like to keep on 37.5 degrees, which is what it's on. It's a standard default. I forgot to tell Google to take cyan. That's annoying. But Google is pink again. So we've got Google in the south with the Gilet Stealth this time. On Snowy Drought. And then in the north, we've got BoYcaH in the red, the China Infantry. Selling his command center, moving his dozer back through. Oh, not back through completely, actually moving it this way. Actually, if you move it straight behind, normally it can get there without being like kind of stuck in the command center. For any new beginner players or whatever, moving your dozer through the command center the most fast and efficient way, you need to stick that in your strategy book. Saves you a few valuable seconds and gets you to build that supply a little bit faster. Water Factory being dropped down, and Truck Rush also from BoYcaH. Google got a defensive tunnel back here. Is the truck going to reach there? It probably would have reached, but because Google's done it so far back, BoYcaH didn't see it and has actually just gone straight through the middle. Actually, he's going to go. If he goes straight to the left, he'll probably get some worker kills there. First tentacle's coming out. It's going to, I think, go after the truck. Now he'll be hoping to get some scrap from this. I don't think that's going to reach his target, and it is going to allow Google to scrap up unless BoYcaH is super quick on this. But nah. That too, and scrapped as well, so that's a really dangerous tech now for Inf. BoYcaH looks like he's playing it a little bit more defensive, dropping down a bunker rather than going forward more aggressive with his first units. Whereas yeah, Google literally didn't drop down a bunker. He just kept sending outpost after outpost with the flamer as well. That bunker needs to be careful. And I think there's two terrorists in there, I think. Oh, he's checking for mines here. There is no mines. Oh, there's 4 terrorists. He's going to hit the supply. That's a really decent hit. That scraps up tech. Google's on point. That scraps up tech. Detected the mines. Oh, he doesn't detect mines on here, though. Nice mines there from BoYcaH. Not where Google anticipated. He actually thought they'd be on the supply. But BoYcaH dropping down these bunkers. He's actually now got a really defensive build order. But what he has allowed Google to do is get more of a map control than BoYcaH had in the reverse. So Google's got this. He's also got this. And he's got those 2 garrisons there where I don't know if BoYcaH... Oh, BoYcaH did have them, but he didn't have this. Google choosing to pop his units there, and actually one outpost gets taken out. one really low as well. But the other one's now empty because of the units popped out. But that tunnel is cleared. That's one thing I think Google's really good at, is taking his engagements wisely. Popping his units outside of the tunnel is basically the opposite of a Fargo pop. Fargo just pops his units at the worst possible time, whereas Google will pop his units at the best possible time. It's kind of the opposite. Google's really good at that, especially against infantry, and I think that's why he chose this matchup. He knows when to engage the outpost and when not to. BoYcaH is super defensive. Look how many bunkers he's got. That bunker could have been a little bit further over to the right, I think, because the tech could still get through there if it wanted to, and detonate the oil, the refinery. I think the refinery here is maybe not as important as the oil, but it's certainly close to, because 10% off all of your units is does add up. Especially, he's on 2 war factories, and each of your outposts is what, 1,000? I think it is 1,000 for an outpost. If you get a 10% reduction on every one of them you build in, that's $200. So it does add up. Yeah, probably not the same as an oil, but it does certainly add up. Maybe it's like half an oil, something like that, in terms of how much money it saves or makes you. So Google is in a much better position than BoYcaH did in the reverse. Palace coming along nicely. Tunnels pretty much everywhere. Stinger site there in the middle. BoYcaH now getting his oil. But he's also revealed to Google now that he's got the capture upgrade, because Google will click on that and see that he's got the capture upgrade, when he could have actually had that refinery faster rather than sending this here. You've got to pretty much anticipate Google's going to have something here. Palace on 53%. Propaganda center is now out as well. What did I say about this bunker placement? What did I say? Cyrus D says 10% reduction on 1,000 is 200 each. No. I said he's got 2 war factories. He's producing them 2 at a time. So when you build 2, it's 2,000. 10% of 2,000 is 200. I think it is 10% on the refinery. Yeah, but he's not killed the oil. Instead, he's gone for a sneaky worker. That's another thing you got to be careful of Google. He likes to drop off a sneaky worker. Will he pop all of his stuff? He's got a decision to make. Does he want a base trade? Actually, BoYcaH has spotted it. Dropping down a bunker, and BoYcaH is pushing through the middle. But this is going to be costly losses here for Google, because he's not going to be able to push it. Oh, actually, the mines have all died there, weirdly. But BoYcaH, Google's main base is going to die. And that's going to put BoYcaH probably on 3-star. I think you get 3-star on 1,500. And then the carpet just deployed here. I think that's going to be Google out. So BoYcaH's actually done really, really well. Played it super, super solid. Kind of like Hawkeye style, where he just plays super, super defensive and solid in the beginning and then push out later. So Google's base is completely destroyed. BoYcaH already is now 3-star. He's already dealing with this in his base pretty well, but he's still got these 4 quads to deal with. But as soon as them are dead, probably didn't want to attack with that MiG. These are self-repairing as well. Oh, because of the thingy I told you about. These MiGs are pointless. But I mean, once them quads die, I think that's going to be Google out. Google still has 2 supplies though, and I suppose he has this corner as well. There's that mine drop. it's going to be mine drop, which is actually going to stop GooGle going back inside of the tunnel, which is probably what BoYcaH wants. He probably wants him to go back inside of the tunnel more than anything. But I suppose these quads are stuck now. There is a Jean Kell out, as well as an RPG. Think a Flamer, maybe? From BoYcaH. Yeah, Carpet coming now. I was going to kill the Jean 100%. Poor Jean Kell. Only one quad left. I think that might be GooGle out. Once he loses the refinery and the oil, that supply has already gone down there as well. Yeah, GooGle did better than BoYcaH did in the reverse. That's for sure. But BoYcaH's just putting in another really, really great performance. I don't think either player here is afraid of the other one. They're both doing really, really well. Usually if one player is afraid of the other or a little bit mentally weaker than the other, then usually would have maybe seen it by now, like someone would have done a bad build order or got completely steamrolled in one of the games. But actually here it looks like both players are doing really, really well. Yeah, remember what I said before about last time I played GooGle? I remember playing Inf versus, I think it was Inf versus Demo or Inf versus some kind of GLA. And Infantry won both times, and here as well, Infantry has won both times. So are we now saying that Infantry is stronger than GLA? In a 1v1. I mean, sure, GLA's won against Infantry before, but it's just a coincidence that I said it, and then Infantry has won both times as well on a bigger map. So yeah, let me know what you think in the chat. Would you prefer, if you had to play one game on this, and you could choose between Stealth or Inf, which one would you choose? Judging by what we've seen, you probably would choose the Inf. But I think GooGle picked it because he thought he could probably win both ways of it. And I mean, he still could, but it's not looking that great. So this is a GooGle pop. So by my logic, this should be pretty decent. Someone said GooGle's floating 8k. He's only floating 1k now, but there is a stream delay on. But I mean, he needed the cash. I mean, GooGle Pop did pretty well. He didn't lose any quads there, I don't think. The ECM's now going to go down, and yeah, BoYcaH has the junk repair. I think he's captured that from GooGle using the Lotus. That bunker placement right at the start of the game, when I said if you built it a little bit further right, the whole game would be changed. GooGle's attack would not have worked. So GooGle might even be dead by now. Just literally a few centimeters right with the bunker. Because there was a barracks there with mines. The bunker there with mines. That technical would not have been able to get through. You can't go behind these buildings. So yeah, literally centimeters have decided. Well, probably not. They've not decided the game, but it certainly wouldn't be this close. I don't think. I think BoYcaH would have killed GooGle by now. No, it was a palace. Cancel on the palace. CC's being built. Palace is now being thrown down again. Got Infernos now out from infantry. I was going to say another GooGle pop, but that actually looks more like a Fargo pop. He did kill one unit though. So all of those tunnels have now been cleared out. BoYcaH, what are you doing, man? The refinery. Why has the refinery not been captured, BoYcaH? Please explain. Why has the refinery not been captured? That's a massive mistake. Because he sent his other one over here in the beginning and it died. That's BoYcaH's mistake. Tiny little mistakes that have decided how far this game is going. I mean, GooGle could still win. He's 4-star already. BoYcaH's capturing the command center. GooGle hasn't heard that. That's mine drop. Generally, I don't like to do it in a position like that because it makes The workers can just clear it so easy. Command center has been captured. BoYcaH's now on 4,200, 4,300 actually. That's from over here. $4,400. The reason that's important is because when he gets to 5-star, he gets level 5. Sorry, when he gets to 5,000, he gets to level 5. One outpost gone down there. Ooh, Firestorm right next to his army. Doesn't want to do that. Oh my god, no way. Stealth worker this time. And that poor refinery wasn't captured for very long. BoYcaH's now got to go back and deal with that. He's almost 5 stars, so when he gets that, he can use the EMP. He could have used an EMP there, for example, if he was slightly ahead. Could have just killed a little bit more, an EMP there would have been absolutely magnificent. Helix now out of BoYcaH. I don't know if I like the hack center. I mean, it might be alright. The internet center, I mean. I just think he's doing really well now. If he takes his foot off the gas off the army and starts investing in hackers, that might be a way of throwing it away. I mean, I might be wrong. Nice amount of minigunners in there has cleared the rebels out pretty easy. So BoYcaH now is 5-star. I don't think we've seen EMP just yet. Oh no, Google's letting me down, man. That pop, that was desperation pop, because he's literally he can't get pushed back by that anymore. GG, well played. Infantry did win both times. I know most people in the chat I think said they'd prefer GLA or they'd prefer stealth. I probably would say that as well, but I just see infantry winning against GLA so often, and that was even a stealth though. And I know outposts detect the tunnels, but you still don't see them until you're pretty close to them. But yeah, infantry proving very strong. BoYcaH now 2-1 in the lead because he did win the first game, which was an air mirror, just in case you missed that. If you did miss that at the end of the stream, I recommend you going back and watch that, because that was a really decent air mirror. Let's see what map they're going to choose now. I will pull up the rules for you again. So, actually, I don't know if I copied the maps or not. Basically, there's the matchups they can choose. Google's asking for matchup, but it's not me that chooses that. Basically, there's the matchups we can have now. So we've had Inf Stealth. Am I being blind? Was Inf Stealth even there? Oh yeah, Inf Stealth was there. I panicked then because I saw Inf Demo. I thought it was the wrong one. So we got two lots of infantry. I would pick Inf to beat Demo, to be honest, because of the expensive quads. But yeah, that's the thing anyway. So now BoYcaH will choose the matchup and Google will choose the map. I think BoYcaH is thinking of the matchup. BoYcaH wants USA Tox. So now Google will choose the map. I don't know if I've missed the maps off or something. Did they tell me the maps? The players just literally get to choose the maps. It's not like a fixed list, I don't think. North America. Google's really strong on this map. I've seen him play it a number of times before. Google says it's one of the best maps ever. Because it's not ranked. Well, it's an official map, so... I personally don't like it. I don't like this map. But yeah, Google really likes it. We'll introduce the map if you've not seen this map before. But in the bottom right, oh, the colors again, man. Why did the in-game choose cyan? But he is Google, or Googly, in the Gilet Tox in the pink. And then in the north, we've got USA for BoYcaH in the red. Yeah, North America, the reason I don't like it is because these supplies... Yeah, you've got your supply in your main, but then these two here, it's kind of, if you go for it and if you lose it, then it's GG. And I think naturally this player should go to this supply, and I think naturally this player should probably go to that supply because this defends it a little bit. But I mean, it's going to be interesting. The drone is going to get spotted from BoYcaH. The tunnel's built pretty much directly underneath it. Just a little bit, a few centimeters away or whatever. So BoYcaH has gone for 2 supplies and a war factory and got the crush on the worker. Pretty nice opening. Probably the best possible, or best optimal, I won't say best possible, best optimal build order. Going for the 2 supplies and then trying to stop this. But I think Google's going to try and really pressure this second supply. But I think BoYcaH is going to do all right defending it. I think probably still prefer USA on this map because it's pretty close. The bases, you can pretty much just go straight across the map and close down the war factory. It's quite hard for Tox to defend, but Tox is not a weak army by any means, so it will be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm picking BoYcaH to win this one with the USA, but we'll see. There's also these random crates around. Tech RPG from Google is going to harass the main supply of BoYcaH. It's going to try and pick off a V, but not succeed. And then the missile defenders will, I wouldn't say clear up the RPGs, but they'll do most of the damage to them. That's a big mistake for BoYcaH. Lost a load of HP there on his Nuke, so at least it didn't go down to the low. But now Google's going to come in with a terror attack, and actually, it's very important that V coming out there, because without that, ooh. Sorry, Google has TNT'd his own technical there. RPGs get cleared out. So yeah, without that next V, it might have been potentially very, very bad for BoYcaH, but actually now it still looks bad because these next lot of technicals are coming across the map. These technicals are going to catch the Vs out of position. There's going to be a few laser locks here, but I think it might be too little too late. I think he might have lost too much. Actually, there's another V. Didn't see that, but there's going to be double scrap here. That's painful. He might even kill a Schnuke. Oh, no, he didn't kill a Schnuke. Google's still producing technicals. I'm probably going to pop out of there and send more. More across the map, which they are coming now. I think BoYcaH is in too bad of a position here. Needs to desperately try to repair that supply center. It's not looking good for him. He just hasn't got enough units out. I think his handling of the tech RPG in the back, he just lost too much, too many Vs. The Vs lost too much HP to it. I mean, BoYcaH's not out completely with like some amazing micro and some more missile defenders out. He could save this, but it's not looking good for him at all. The Schnuke there going very, very low as well. And there's a tunnel being established on the right hand side. Those is going to try and get the crush. BoYcaH just quits. He doesn't even say GG to Google.
You have been defeated.
Oh, GG. I'll say it for you, BoYcaH. I know you meant GG. GG. So yeah, I think he quit pretty abruptly because I think he thought USA should win. I think BoYcaH's not happy with the map. BoYcaH's going crazy. Now we've got BoYcaH in the green now. Why has BoYcaH changed colour? Don't tell me he's been randomly red and now he's just selected green. Is he selected green because he's angry or something? Oh, GLA Tox in the green for Mr. BoYcaH. And in the north we've got the Googly and the pink with the USA vanilla. You know, the graphics in 0 Hour just look so good compared to the CNC remaster. I know the CNC remastered in 4K, but it's still a 2D, very, very basic game. But I mean, if you look at 0 Hour, it just looks so amazing to me after playing like 20 hours of CNC remaster. I mean, look at all these. It just looks to me amazing. Google is going to stop this supply of BoYcaH. Trying to mix it up a bit. Maybe this is why he picked it. He knows BoYcaH's going to go for this, and this terrorist is coming, but it's going to be slow. But both players are going to be on one supply because this dozer has to drop down a supply. So as someone said in the chat, Google might go no eco, and that might be what we're seeing actually. It could well be what we're going to see. No eco straight across the map, close down the war factory. That could win. I think I've seen him do that before. In some very, very old games, many, many years ago when he played hockey. I don't know if it was in the World Series or something. It's weird how you remember these games from so many years ago. Literally like 7 or 8 years ago or something crazy like that. He played hockey on this map, and I think in this matchup, and I think he won both ways of it as well. Those are going down. Is the technical going to be able to scrap up though? Yeah, I think it is. Google not wanting to risk the 600 from a barracks. Stefan Holbeck, welcome to Holbeck, sorry, welcome to the channel. You did catch me live. I stream all the time though, so I don't know how you've missed me. You must have a weird time zone or something. Noriko is now coming across the map. Now, how is BoYcaH going to deal with that? He's already wasted time over here. He's got the economic advantage now. Does he know there's a no eco coming across the map though? I think he does. I think he does because the terrorist is on guard mode. So now BoYcaH's got a decision to make. Does he want to deal with this in his base, or does he want to go for the base trade? He's sending a technical through still. Another tunnel being dropped down. It's actually a terror attack. That could have still failed because them two terrorists were close together. But there is 4 Vs now out. And Google choose not to go straight to the arms there. He's actually choosing to go for this tunnel here. Interesting choice. I think it would have been better to go straight over there, but maybe this works as well because now the technicals have to engage. I mean, he's going to take BoYcaH's supply down, so it's not that bad at all, really. So BoYcaH's got plenty of technicals in Google's base. It's basically one supply versus one supply. But there's so many Vs out for Google. Dozer gets taken out, so he's now dozeless. Needs to put them RPGs back inside of there. Needs to save all of these. Every unit counts here. Another tunnel being dropped down from BoYcaH. So Google is now dozeless. Is the power going to get taken out here, or is BoYcaH just going to run out of the base? I think he's just going to run out for the time being, and then he can come in and do the base trade when Google chooses to take the engagements. Google's only on $300. So BoYcaH can literally now just base trade. If these Vs come across the map, you just go and base trade and you just kill these buildings. It's as simple as that. With the tech RPGs, you can do that. The Chinooks are being sent either way, so he's got the map vision. More tunnels being dropped down from BoYcaH. Nice defensive wall. I just go for the base trade. There's no need to engage this. Go for the base trade. It forces Google back. GG thrown down from Google. He's not even going to try. I would have at least tried. Like, attempt it from here. Maybe he could have won. Just doesn't want to waste time. I mean, it's worth a try. Probably would have given him 20% chance or whatever with some decent micro. There's always a chance BoYcaH could disconnect or anything. You might as well fight it to the end. He still had 2 full Vs at least, and maybe the other 2 had some missile defenders inside it anyway. But I don't know. Google's in the game and got the game sense. He knows how many units are inside of them Vs and what chances he's got. He didn't have the tow missile upgrade, and also even if well, I think BoYcaH was going to engage with the Vs. But if he knew BoYcaH was going to go for the base trade, then I would have quit. But it didn't look like BoYcaH was going to do the base trade. Three, 2. Is the score for BoYcaH. So now the matchup is for Google to pick, and BoYcaH will choose the map. The thing is, we're all clanmates. We play on voice chat together all of the time, as I'm sure you've seen on my streams loads and loads of times. But as soon as they go against each other, insta quit, no GGs, trolling in the chat. When we played in the free-for-all games and me, BoYcaH, and Google were in the games, people in the chat or on the forums were all saying, oh, this person's teaming, this person's doing this. They're all teaming together, they're in a clan, or they're biased or whatever. But you don't understand, as soon as we go into a competitive setting in a free-for-all or a 1v1 against each other, things completely change. It doesn't matter you're in the same clan or whatever. And that clan wars was last month anyway. Honestly, look, the competitiveness takes over. It honestly doesn't matter. There's no such thing as the teaming and whatever that people make up. The competitive side in the players comes out. BoYcaH's taking a break, I think. Stealth Tank, I'm really looking forward to seeing this. If both players give 100%, we're on for a Hall of Fame replay. The score is 3-2 to BoYcaH, not 2-2. It's 3-2 because BoYcaH won the air mirror, which was the first game. Sexy says, I stopped saying GG to BoYcaH. To be honest, I don't blame you because he does quite a lot without saying it. There's going to be some more free-for-all, not a tournament, but free-for-all challenges coming up with like 6 games involved. 6 players, 6 matches. Not today, but in like around a week's time or 7 to 10 days time. Something like that. There will be, there's more free-for-all tournaments. I've got probably at least 4 coming up. with $100 prize for the top win and a $200 win for one of them as well. So yeah, there's going to be like loads of free-for-all tournaments coming up. To be honest, it's hard casting them because there's so much action going on all over the place. It's hard commentating on those. But yeah, just to let you know, that's coming in the next couple of weeks at least anyway. Also, the World Series is going on at the moment. The bracket is already out. BoYcaH's checking something. I think he's checking a map. There's one map that Logica really hates. That BoYcaH picked him against it. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. BoYcaH. Last time, I think it might have been, was it the World Series final? I think, did BoYcaH pick it against me as well in the last challenge I played against him? Which tournament was it? Can't remember which tournament it was. It was some big tournament where I kicked BoYcaH out like 6-3 or something. I think he picked it against me, and I don't think I did too bad. I think I won both. I think it was air stealth. I think, did I combat Chinook him? I think I combat Chinooked him. Can I have a look at it first, he said. I actually prefer this over North America. So BoYcaH has picked Annihilation. This is a weird map, but I way prefer it over North America. It's one of Jundy's maps, but it's better than North America. Come on, man! You got these supplies, you got an oil and an oil on your base, you got a refinery and a supply, which is a bit weird, but I think it's decent. I think it's a decent map. Yeah, it's a bit strange and unique, but I still find it baffling that people still play Tournament Desert. It's a 17-year-old map that's been played probably 1 million times, and you've probably watched it, you've probably played it yourself tens of thousands of times and probably watched it tens of thousands of times. And some of these maps, yeah, they're a bit weird and not your typical 2 supply or just your no eco builds or whatever, and they are a little bit more strange. And some of them, yeah, will be a bit more imbalanced. But I think isn't it refreshing to see some of these new different maps? Yeah, this might not be the best map in the entire world. I probably would prefer I'll probably not say prefer. I probably would say TD Classic is probably more balanced or whatever in certain situations and certain matchups. But I think this isn't too bad. At least you got your 2 supplies. Better than North America, like I said. I think anyway. Yeah, you got your reinforcement pad. Artillery. Has Google even left? Google's left. Leave. BoYcaH's just gonna be in by himself. When is my first round of the World Series? I think it's going to be Friday, you know, against HSN Leb. My best ever friend. That's a joke, by the way. He's not my best friend. The thing is BoYcaH going to stay in that? going to relog, to be honest. I think the lobby's being strange. Just wait for the players to appear on the right side list before I create the game. Right, so it's called Annihilation. There it is. Right, can these players join now? Yeah. Map wars. Okay, I think this is going to be a decent game, you know. Because I love tank versus stealth, and I think this is quite a unique, strange map for it. I think it's going to end pretty decent. Let's see who's going to win. I think probably stealth has got the advantage because of the map, but let's see. On the right hand side, we've got tank in the red for BoYcaH. And then in the south, we've got green now for GooGle. They've swapped colors again. Maybe they just selected random. I need to tell them to stick with the same. But yeah, we've got GooGle in the stealth. And we're on a map called Annihilation, which I believe is one of Jundy's maps. So yeah, supply. Let's supply in the back. I hope Scuba's watching, because GooGle's never seen this map before, quickly tested, and he's going to play this and probably play it at a high level as well. Whereas Scuba likes to play the traditional maps. He does like some unofficial maps, but a very limited selection. Like players like Size and GooGle, I reckon they can just, well, I know Size can, he's proved it hundreds and hundreds of times. Even a map he's never seen before, even without a test, he just boots into it and he's an absolute beast on it straight away. So GooGle's going to get inside of this bunker here. He's also got a tunnel here on the left hand side and send in a hijacker through the middle. There are mines on the power. Tunnel on the far right hand side. And the hijacker is going to go straight through. It all depends what unit comes out of there. If that's a flamer, oh, it's an outpost. He's going to see the hijacker. He's going to see it. Oh, he's just seen it on the edge of his screen. Did he? Oh, there's mines, and the hijacker's still running around. Hijacker's going to go for the dozer. I think he's going to get the dozer. It's usually BoYcaH's trick. Getting the dozer. Needs to save that one now. This is the last dozer. These RPGs could easily kill the dozer. Needs to be really, really careful there. Oh, this is BoYcaH's trick. It's usually BoYcaH's trick against me. Building a stealth tunnel with my own dozer inside of my base. Tunnel might actually get up. It depends how fast that power plant is. Nah, it's too slow. Dozer will go down, I think. This dozer here needs to be careful though. Third supply going up. Or shortly to be going up. I'd like to see GooGle get his own third supply or 2 oils. BoYcaH's going to be in a world of pain here because he's kind of trapped on this weird little mountain. I don't know if GooGle realizes that's his last dozer, but that dozer is in a unique, random situation. That's what I like about these maps. That's what I'm saying. When else would you... What other maps would you get this kind of scenario where this dozer's trapped? You would not get that on anything else. GooGle's now on a third supply, so he's in a really, really decent position. I don't think BoYcaH's got a chance, to be honest. And it's all because of that hijacker. I think that hijacker has swayed it. It is a best of 13, remember, so if you just tuned in. It's first to win 7 games. So we're not even halfway through yet. I did predict it'd be 7-6 to one of the players. I said it'd be 7-6 to GooGle, I said. That's what I picked. Not so sure about that Gatling cannon. I'd like to see GooGle get the oils as well. I mean, he's got the power. So his rebels build super, super quick. And the capture upgrade should build pretty quick as well. I think the capture upgrade will also build at twice the speed. Yeah, it does. I think. Been playing too much of the remaster. That's all I've got on my brain. So this tunnel here from GooGle is going to be pushed back. Yeah, I was going to say if he pops there, it might actually not go so well for BoYcaH. BoYcaH's losing a lot of stuff, but GooGle is being pushed back. GooGle's taking out the outposts at least and then gone back inside of the tunnel. I think he can afford to trade off though, because soon he's going to have the economic advantage because he's already making the rebels. He's not got a rebel by this oil though. GooGle is now getting pushed back, but it's when he gets this palace out, that's when it's going to become difficult to deal with. BoYcaH's going to probably need to go MiGs. Maybe an airfield needs to be dropped down here. No chain gun upgrade dropped down for BoYcaH. GooGle's going for the capture upgrade in the middle. Probably... Oh, he has realized he got power. Sorry, the oils in his base. So BoYcaH's going pretty heavy on the gas. He's got the chain gun upgrade as well. Never Warfactory being dropped down from BoYcaH. I don't know if I'd prefer, you know... Oh, I'd love to see him get the oils. I mean, has he even got a barracks? Yeah, he has got a barracks and he's got the money to get the oils, but the 2 buses coming in here. Wants to be careful of the mines though. Don't know if he knows there's mines there. As I say, I think GooGle now has a big advantage with the stealth in the later game once you're on buses. GooGle's only on 1,000. Well, he's on 1,500, but I think because he's spending all his money, he's actually doing really, really well economically. He's had that supply in the top left for ages on his 2nd market building now. 3 battle buses coming through. And these chain gun gats, no matter how strong they are, they're not going to hold up against these 4 buses, surely. Busters go down super, super quick though. But I mean, they've lost loads of gats. I really think BoYcaH's lost too much, and I think this 3rd War Factory was a mistake from him. I personally think Napalm MiGs and the oils would have been a better decision from BoYcaH. But I think, to be honest, as long as GooGle played it perfectly, as soon as the GLA gets, as soon as GLA gets the power, as long as he doesn't make any major mistakes, it's pretty much GG. I mean, GLA with power is just absolutely insane. So that bus has gone down. Google choosing not to evac. He had a lot of RPGs inside of there, but I think it doesn't make much difference anyway. Google's now expanded here. He's also expanded over there, over there, taking all of the money on the map. See what I mean about Google's never played this map before, but what an absolutely epic performance he's putting in. This is a real decent performance. I don't know if this map was good for tank versus stealth, to be honest. I think he was trying to catch Google out by playing a map that he doesn't know. But Google's performance so far has just been absolutely amazing on this map. Refinery in the top left, not captured by Google. That's probably one tiny mistake from Google that we could have picked up on. Or we can pick up on, rather. BoYcaH could have got the refinery first once the Lotus was out. That would have helped with his 3 war factories, for sure. Ow. BoYcaH is mad, man. No, GG. No GG thrown down from BoYcaH. The thing is, he's not even joking. We laugh about this, but he actually is just super angry. Okay, so we're going to see tank versus stealth the reverse. BoYcaH is disappointed that Google got the dozer capture there. BoYcaH's gone offline. I think he's gone to check Google's build order on his own map. BoYcaH, I swear, is checking the replay. There's no doubt about that, because he came in and then went off. So he definitely will be checking the replay. He's back now. Oh, man. It's funny. Personally here, I wouldn't even do right before I get mines. Personally, I wouldn't even do a war factory as stealth. I would literally do 6 workers, spam tunnels and hijackers. That's all I'd do. And probably get the oils behind it as well. You drop down enough tunnels and stop him breaking through and get your oils, it's GG. Especially if you get those cap as well. Right, we've got Google with the green. He's now green. He was green before, but also was BoYcaH lives there. I don't know what's going on with the colours, to be honest. Google, they're trying to tank in the green. And then we got BoYcaH in... Have I got the angle right? Yeah, I've got the angle right. We've got BoYcaH in the red with the GLA stealth. I'm telling you, these graphics compared to the remaster, they're unbelievable. It makes you appreciate 0hour even more. Yeah, BoYcaH did say something about his blood sugar was high before. He needs to have a drink or something. Maybe he's getting a water or something. Maybe he's had too many ghost peppers. Google's rushing forward with a truck here. BoYcaH has got a terrorist there. Ready for this. He usually does a fake arms dealer. But these two trucks running around trying to kill things. He's actually made 2 trucks and then he's going to go back to his base, which is interesting. Now he's going to send that truck probably back, or is he going to go in with that? This truck's going to go in. He's going to hit a worker. Oh, yeah, hits it. That's well played by BoYcaH. Very, very close there. If that had got in, that would have been big, big damage. So BoYcaH's not in a bad position now. He's done tunnels in a similar place to where GooGle did before. But it doesn't look like there's going to be a hijacker. Maybe he's going to go for a dozer and like loading a tech RPG up. He could do that. Or maybe he's going to defend this tunnel with the tech RPG. Defending that tunnel with the tech RPG wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh, and he's took the... Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea either. Might as well take a unit whilst you can. That's what I always say. Truck going down. That Flamer has taken out the tunnel. And BoYcaH's found a dozer. And he might actually get a scrapped up tech here. I don't think GooGle's going to be able to stop that. It's now super tech. BoYcaH playing pretty decent here. And that gat's going to escape as well. Oh, and it's not actually going to escape. It's going to go down. GooGle with some decent micro. They're going to go down. And... Oh, that's 3 doses. 3 doser build from GooGle. But he doesn't realize GooGle's got another one. That's what he doesn't realize. BoYcaH's now going to push super aggression. He's got a super tech. He's got quads. He's got RPGs. Another tunnel being dropped down from BoYcaH. BoYcaH with the all-out aggression. I love it when both players are playing on form. That's when you get really good series, and that's what we're getting today. Flame will drop down from GooGle's going to keep BoYcaH held back a little bit, but yeah, BoYcaH does not realize that GooGle's doze hunter. I don't think he does. It's very unlikely. Super tech. Ah, no, super tech. That was a waste, man. That was a waste. And now he's going to lose the RPGs inside of it. If BoYcaH's going to rage quit, if he loses this one, that might be the one, because he did not want to lose that. That was a game-ending unit. And it is hard to micro when you're on the edge of a flame wall like that. But it's probably better just to play it defensive. And I know you're tempted to go in and do some damage. I probably would have gone in around the right and dodged it. But I feel for BoYcaH that was frustrating. There was a sneaky flamer coming in the base. And there is a lot of gats here from GooGle. I'm surprised he doesn't actually have the chain gun upgrade, because normally he does get the chain gun upgrade super quick. Oh, this flamer. Has BoYcaH spotted it though? Has he spotted it? Don't think so, no. Ah, too late. Palace already been dropped down from BoYcaH. Ah, this is looking like a super solid performance from GooGle. BoYcaH's supply has been denied, and he's not made a supply at the top left either. So GooGle's performance is looking so much better with the tank. Despite a super tech appearing in the first start. Actually, what's been killed there? Was that a terror tech? Didn't actually see what that was, but the power's recently died. Tech RPG is running around, got inside of that building on the top. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, you enjoy these kind of challenges, remember to hit the like button. We're already over 500 views, but if we get we've got like 500 likes, we'll make 0 hour even bigger. Appear in more recommended lists on YouTube. Like I say, in the coming weeks, actually, there'll be more FFA tournaments. I've got at least 4 planned in the next month or something like that. So there's going to be low, and $100 minimum for the top prize as well. Thanks to our generous sponsors. We've got a hijacker there in the middle from BoYcaH. There is a damaged outpost here, and that's GooGle's only stealth detection. I feel like BoYcaH does need to get a dozer. And I would like to see his oils captured as well, because so far nobody's captured their oils yet. And they're quite easy to get as well. Everyone's just been focusing on making units. BoYcaH's getting pushed back everywhere. It's going to be down to this hijacker, I think. That hijacker has parked for the time being. Tunnel's gone down. First battle bus is out, but still no oil capture. So yeah, I don't know whose position do you prefer at the moment. I probably still prefer GooGle's position, but it all depends on the micro of this battle bus here. Hijack is still in GooGle's base. Is he gonna make a outpost? He has got a Lotus in his base. Captured one oil. He's got another one to capture. But he has micro in his units in BoYcaH's base. There's 2 battle buses out now. And I think BoYcaH will probably hold on here. But it depends if he's going to lose these buses or not. He's going to lose at least one down to the hull. Oh, GooGle needs to one-tap that. Oh, it'd be so disappointing for GooGle. Yeah, he's got it. But he has lost his army in the process, though. And BoYcaH's close to 3-star now as well. Yo, Dumlen, welcome to the channel, by the way. If anyone's new here, remember to subscribe. So, GooGle's got both of his oils now. Still not, nobody's getting the refineries in the corners, and BoYcaH's not getting both of his oils. I don't like that, the oil thing. If we were watching Big Size play, he would have had both oils. But I get BoYcaH needed the buses out quicker. And maybe if his start had been better, maybe he'd have gone for the oils. That bus seems to be completely screwed. Random little bugs like that where they just stay disabled still to the hull. I don't think it makes much difference, but I don't think you can evac it at that point. I don't think you can. So yeah, the MRPG is potentially stuck inside of there, but this oil thing is really bugging me that GooGle's way ahead now because of the oil thing. But I think BoYcaH, remember, he still doesn't know that GooGle is not dozer hunted. He doesn't know that. Oh, the hijacker, now he knows. Maybe he did realize earlier. He's now got the power. And he could even drop down a tunnel here as well. But the power needs to be careful, though, because it's in a really, really dangerous spot. Yo, Most Morph, welcome to the channel. These ECMs are really strong. He's got the chain gun upgrade as well, so these buses do take a lot of damage. So it's basically high damage units for both. Tank World, welcome to the channel. That Dozer is now taken out by the tank hunters, and the Lotus has come over and captured the refinery now as well. But yes, still no oil capture. 2 powers thrown down from BoYcaH, and he also has this top left supply. And he's also got a flamer of his own as well. With the right bus micro, he can still win this, because I mean the power alone just makes so much of a difference. But he's going to mine out here soon, so he's going to need to switch to the oil. I mean, if I keep saying it, maybe eventually he'll get it. But I agree, he does need units out. That bus needs to be careful. It's just going to escape. That's real decent. But remember, BoYcaH's going to vet up quick here by killing these double vet Balmasters. You get loads of XP for killing double vetted units like that. BoYcaH's now 4-star, so he's going to have bounty. Needs to be careful with this bus, though. Oh, that's painful. Painfully close. So he's dropping down the black market instead of getting the oils. I don't understand. Unless he's getting the AP rockets. Loads of RPGs there. GooGle is now expanding to the middle, but also capturing the reinforcement pad. GooGle also has the middle oil. I saw someone in this chat saying that the BoYcaH's already won. I'm not 100% sure, you know, because with these napalm MiGs, if they're napalm, yeah, they're napalm. With the napalm MiGs in the middle control, I think GooGle's still very much in it. But BoYcaH does have this super campy GLA, really decent campy GLA style that he switches into when he's under pressure and he's got these buses. It just comes down to these MiGs, and MiGs need to do a really, really decent strike on the battle buses. Here come the MiGs. Ah, if those MiGs are on that one. Oh, he did split fire them, but GooGle's lost all of his army. And actually, if these buses don't go down fully... Actually, BoYcaH's now expanded here. That alone there, that expansion, means so much. BoYcaH's on 4,500. I mean, even if he's spamming out of these 2 barracks, he can even drop down another barracks and get these oils. The oil capture is such a massive mistake, even now. Oh, he's now getting the oils. Power plant goes down, but there is another one dropped down in the back. I always find that very weird, the random thing, the veterancy stripes that come on the corner of the map. I wish someone could explain why that happens. It's just on random maps, like even now. What the hell's going on? Why does it do that? GooGle's actually captured one of BoYcaH's oils. Interesting. Where's that capture going on? I don't even know where that capture's going on. Am I being blind? Oh, it's there. Reinforcement pad. So GooGle's got 2 reinforcement pads now on pretty much every tech building on the map.
Thanks for the stream, Domi.
Yo, Kyle and Cody, thank you very much, man. Kyle and Cody, by the way, is one of the sponsors of this tournament. Not only giving me a $50 donation, but he's also a sponsor of the he's a sponsor of this challenge today, as well as aka Baloney, Lucifer, Arise, and one other, Hepsi. But yeah, thanks, Kyle and Cody, much appreciated, man. So many MiGs out now. This, I told you, these matchups, stealth and tank, always end really, really decent, especially when you got 2 players playing at their max. Do not tell me this is not a good game. I said this is a potential for a Hall of Fame. When you get tank versus stealth, it potentially is going to be you've got more chance of it being a Hall of Fame than other matchups. And so far we're in a 13-minute epic game. Yo man, welcome to the channel. Loads of MiGs still circling in the middle. I'd like to see that oil repaired. Google, I was going to say he's going to be out of cash soon, but I don't think so, you know. He's on 10k. He's on 10,600 or 11k almost. It's got all of the upgrades. There's loads of battle buses out now. The MiGs coming in. This is an absolutely epic hit from the MiGs. Loads of battle buses going down, but there's RPGs out as well. And these buses are going down like, I was going to say like flies, but they don't go down like, going down like dead flies. The squatted flies. That's good. So you could say the MiGs are squatters. But these battle buses were actually GPS'd. They were stealthed. Google's on 12k now. Tunnel going down there from BoYcaH. BoYcaH's on 3,300. He needs to protect them oils now. Now, I've been telling him for 15 minutes he needs to get the oils. Now he needs to protect the oils. One battle bus coming out, and he's going to kill several MiGs there. But he is going to lose the battle bus in the process. He only killed 2 MiGs. So is that worth it when you're economically quite far behind? He does have 3 markets, though. BoYcaH's top area supply has now been cleared out, but BoYcaH hasn't collected the refinery either. So far, this is an epic game. I just love tank versus stealth. It always ends in a good game. Apart from the previous game. Where BoYcaH rage quit. Stealth Rebel going down, but I don't think that means too much. Apart from it would have been useful to capture some of this stuff. MiG's coming in now, though. That is definitely going to kill that bus unless it goes straight inside the tunnel. It goes straight inside the tunnel. If BoYcaH pops out... Oh... Kills 1 mig. Decent. And he's got the, looks like 20% bounty as well. I think. 20%? No, he's got 10%. Because he got 140, it looked like. Google's got 15k. There's a massive army of tank units now at BoYcaH's front doorstep. BoYcaH's on 5k, 2 oils, several pallets. Sorry, it's not several pallets, there's several black markets. Maybe, I was going to say angry mob, but there's so many gats out, even with a chain gun as well. I think BoYcaH's in a world of trouble. Google's on almost 16k. Battlebus is coming in again from the back, but this army is just so strong. I mean, he's got the nationalism upgrade. I think that's what it's called. Nationalism. BoYcaH is now 5 stars, so Anthrax Bomb would be decent here. Nuke Missile also deployed from BoYcaH. Sorry, from Google. This tank play is just super solid. And I think BoYcaH's probably disappointed that Google actually made 3 doses. Anthrax. Where did the hell... Oh no, that's not the Anthrax. Anthrax, I think he's saving it. He must be saving it. Artillery coming in. Looks like level 2, I think. Google's now on around 12k. Oil super low. Didn't go down, which is unusual actually for level 2 artillery. Usually one-shots the oil, I think. But maybe it's just random how the artillery shells fall. MiG's coming in now, and the oil not actually going down. The palace being targeted instead. Google's taking out the power of BoYcaH. Refinery still not captured, although the rebel is there. BoYcaH's just been under pressure since the very beginning of the game when the trucks rushed. Ever since that point, he was just under massive pressure. Oil now down. The nuke missile is ready to fire in 4 minutes and 45. Tunnel taken down there as well. I don't think BoYcaH can come back from this. I think he's just lost too much. It's the combination of the napalm MiGs. I mean, he's got 3 full airfields. It's a combination of the napalm MiGs and a strong ground army. Sneak attack has been deployed in the middle, and Google's actually expanding to the middle. Decent sneak attack, but is that going to be worth it? Sacrificing your base? I mean, he's got to try something. He's got to try some kind of aggression. He's going to try going in with the battle buses. One is stealthed here. He might be able to take out this army, but it's his MiGs. The MiGs are just going to wreck this. There is one stealth bus, but I'm not sure it's got any units inside of it. I think it's got no units inside of it. And BoYcaH's base is now in massive danger. See how fast these black markets go down here. Literally, you just click it and in like half a second it's dead. Literally as simple as that. Command center now going down. Where's the Anthrax bomb? Did he just not pick the Anthrax bomb? I think he just didn't pick it. Maybe he got the technical veterancy in the beginning. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, because he had that super tech. I think that super tech was one of BoYcaH's key bad moments, losing the super tech in the beginning. Thing is BoYcaH going to GG when he loses this one and sees that Google is floating 16k as well. GG from BoYcaH. Well played to Google. Super solid. 3 doses of build order and aggressive trucks in the beginning. Well played. $164,000 collected by Google. 125,000 by BoYcaH. But I think there's a few little mistakes from BoYcaH. The biggest one being the oil capture should have been a lot sooner, in my opinion. But I think it was as soon as BoYcaH was under pressure, then he just rushed out the buses. And I think for a while he also thought Google was doseless when that wasn't actually the case. Yeah, that was a really decent game. Whose map is it now? So now BoYcaH's going to pick the matchup. I think, like Google says, he will pick USA GLA. And then Google will choose the map. I'm expecting another weird map, probably like an official one. What will Google pick? He might choose something weird like that, but I don't. That's more of a scuba thing to do. I think he'll choose that, Foregone Forest. I think Foregone Forest or Foregone Air Battle he'll choose. But there are loads of other weird official ones as well. This one's weird too. To be fair, I agree with BoYcaH. All the ranked ones are better. Could choose Wasteland Warlords. I think Google will pick. I think he'll choose Foregone Forest. I think he'll choose Foregone Forest. I'm going to get that map ready. So BoYcaH will choose the matchup. There is a limited amount of matchups you can choose. So yeah, I predict it's going to be USA GLA or some kind of USA GLA. Oh, demo Inf is it going to choose? Oh, demo GLA. Google's going to choose some weird map. He's going to ask for Twilight Flame. Google's like, I don't think it's going to be GLA Mirror. What are you talking about? Foregone Forest, but the official one. See, I knew he would choose that. He always chooses Foregone Forest. Einstein's apples, you need to get back to work. Yeah, Final Crusade was an option as well. But Foregone Air Battle, in my opinion, is much better. But Google loves Foregone Forest, the original, so here we go. It's not that much different, it's just the terrain is much better on Foregone Air Battle. And I think the snowy maps are just better to look at as well. Better for thumbnails as well. One of these green thumbnails on YouTube, it doesn't look that great in my opinion, but you put a snowy one, and it looks really, really great, in my view anyway. At least we've got red, blue versus red this time. I keep forgetting about the color thing. Okay, so we've got Google in the top right. He is GLA in the blue. He's the vanilla general. And then the left-hand side, or bottom left-hand side, Foregone Forest. We've got BoYcaH in the red with the GLA demo. So yeah, I'm expecting Google to be the more aggressive player here. Google, from speaking to him, he does not like long bunkery games. He likes to rush. He likes to get it over and done with quick. So I am expecting aggression from Google, and you can tell that already, kinda, because the two workers rushing forward. They're not going towards the oils. I tend to like to secure the oils on this map in a GLA mirror, because the longer the game goes on, if you've got control of the oils, you'll win, obviously. But, ooh. BoYcaH's worker taken out there. And lucky for BoYcaH, he's not going to have much map control. The other map control is here. And he's going to try and find this worker. This worker is actually just rushing forward, just going to do a bit of a scout. But Google's aggressive tunnel is here. So BoYcaH's going to have no aggressive tunnel at all. He's preparing a terror attack, actually. And I think BoYcaH was actually going for this one. Don't know if Google necessarily realizes that's coming. It's a best of 13. Remember, first to win 7 games. 4-3, so we're bang on halfway, pretty much. That tunnel needs to be cancelled now from BoYcaH. I think there's no point probably leaving that one. There's a little bit of a lag now. It jumped to 22 ping then from 15. That tunnel just needs to be cancelled. This is a terror attack. Google's really good at selecting the attack and knowing what's inside of it. You can tell when units are inside of it. And that's a really decent TT from BoYcaH. Hits the supply. Really, really decent. He's on 201 XP now, and he's going to actually get inside. I think that tech's going to go low, but he's going to kill a load of workers for that. That's a bad start from Google. He's lost loads of workers. Actually, not. I say loads. He could have lost all of them with a bit of better micro there from BoYcaH. So yeah, BoYcaH's onto a better start. Google's now only on 1 supply. You see a lot of the top players, actually, you see Logica do it, you see Size do it. TNT the supply rather than the war factory. I think the reason is because Google's saying ... He's waiting for his... He's waiting for that. I don't know what else is going on. I think he was just literally waiting for this. Unless I missed something. He's got a worker over here. But yeah, I think the reason is because you TNT the war factory thinking you're slowing down the techs. But actually you TNT the supply and you slow down the techs anyway, because you get the XP from the kill, just like with the war factory. But you also slow down the production anyway because he's got to save that 1500. So you actually probably, maybe you slow the army down more in the long run by hitting the supply. So actually I think it's not a bad idea. Oh, that was a bad engagement there from Google. Decent terrorist there. And actually BoYcaH's parked right outside of the war factory of Google now. This is all going to come down to a bit of a micro battle here. All the RPGs are going down. And I think BoYcaH might have won it as long as the micro here is spot on. I mean, it's going to come down to a bit of a micro battle, but I think, yeah, Google's tech can't go around the back there. I don't know if he can have forgotten air battle or not. BoYcaH's just straight into Google's face. Technical goes down. There is another technical back here, but I don't think Google can engage with that. That technical's going to get another scrap as well. So that's 1 scrap now, I think. Yo, man, welcome to the channel, by the way. Yeah, I think I missed the TNT. I think the TNT failed. I think that's why he was doing ...
You have been defeated.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, that's why he said ... I think. In fact, well, I can watch the replay and just see what I missed. So it is 4-4. I'm just going to see the bit I missed. So what? It was like... Oh, here. This is the bit I missed. So TNT just failed. That's why he said ... That's me missing the action there. Google does that a few times. He sends a terror attack in with the workers and the terrorist detonates on the worker. I'm not sure if that's 100% what happened there, but a few times I've seen Google do that in the past. Yeah, either way, it was unsuccessful. Google beating, BoYcaH beating Google at his own map there. Ah, he said the terrorist just bugged out, that's all. Okay, so we're still at 4-4. BoYcaH is now GLA in the red in the top right hand side. GLA vanilla. And then in the bottom left, we've got GooGle with the GLA demolition in the blue. ECN3 says GooGle lost on his home field. You got that right, man. He did. I think GooGle's going to do similar here. I don't know if he's going to go for a TNT on the war factory. I think he normally does rather than the supply, but he might change it up after it worked on him. He might change it up and go for a TNT on the supply. Let's see. BoYcaH doesn't have a lot of workers in there. He's only got 3 workers collected on his main. That might come back to bite him. He's got more workers on his second supply. But yeah, that's not good from BoYcaH. He needs 2 more workers collected there in the middle. GooGle's preparing a terror attack. It's going to be ready super, super quick as well. And the tunnel's actually in the middle, so it's going to go straight through the middle, I think, on the base of GooGle. Sorry, of BoYcaH. Or is it going to come from the left to this supply? Maybe it's going to go for this supply here. Yeah, it is. It's going to be pretty much exactly the same build order that BoYcaH did. BoYcaH's coming in with his own technical here. I don't know if he's got a terror attack inside of there. He has. And he's killing all the workers of GooGle. BoYcaH needs to rebuild that second supply. All of the workers going down here. Probably still would prefer to be in GooGle's position because the supply actually still exists. Technical going down. He's actually going to get some scrap from there as well. Technicals here. They're not going to... Oh, they are going to find the worker just in time, maybe. I was going to say a little bit miss targeting there. I stopped on 99%. Massive tech RPG there from GooGle. That might change the course of this battle. Let's see. I think BoYcaH might still come out on top. It's going to be super, super close. I think BoYcaH's got it. GooGle's going to need to retreat here. And BoYcaH can actually scrap up here. Oh, they've both been denied. So if BoYcaH had gone for that straight to it, he would have scrapped it up to a super tech. These workers not collecting anything. Oh, he's on more workers in his main now. Yeah, but these ones here are not collecting. He's also got an idle worker here, which you do not want. There's another technical here from GooGle now. Just crushing some workers. Another 4 kills there. Another one that's 5. So both aggression from both sides happening on this second supply of both players. Lots and lots of workers been killed in the second supply. Very, very similar. BoYcaH does have a ton on the top left though, and GooGle has it in the bottom right. So I think they're fairly even at this point. GooGle obviously has killed more because he's on 503 XP. 19 units destroyed. 23 units destroyed from BoYcaH, which is a bit strange, but maybe BoYcaH's killed more... sorry, GooGle's killed more meaningful units with more XP. Terratech on the main tunnel of BoYcaH, and now BoYcaH's not going to be able to pop anything out of that tunnel. Everything's going to come from this side, but the tentacles are outside of the tunnel anyway, so I don't think it makes too much of a difference. But it's similar to the last game, where BoYcaH's main base is being parked outside of, whereas previous it was the exact reverse. BoYcaH doing pretty well at defending this, actually. And all of the tentacles are going to get cleared up, I think. And actually, BoYcaH can double scrap that one now. BoYcaH's not that quick with it. He's going to scrap up both. He needs to get that one there as well, though. Ooh, he has. So now probably BoYcaH's got the advantage, because he's stabilized and got some more powerful techs. And GooGle's RPGs have gone down as well. More tech aggression from GooGle. Skilled. Another load of workers. Only one worker left on that supply. Wouldn't like to be employed as a worker on this supply, because it seems to be getting hit every 5 seconds. GooGle's also getting the capture upgrade. Oh, both players going for the capture at the same time. GooGle's sending a rebel over here. Even though BoYcaH does have control. But GooGle is going to be on the oil faster. He's going to go up to a palace. That tentacle didn't actually, amazingly, didn't get any kills on the workers. And GooGle at least has got a scout here, because he's put his rebel inside of there. He might try and stop this with his own technical. BoYcaH's going to try and defend that, actually, just in case GooGle does try to do that. So BoYcaH's actually got a decent hold on the map now, I think. Another Terratech there from GooGle, and that supply taken down again. Tunnel almost going down as well, but the tech does go down. One worker does survive, which means BoYcaH can rebuild that really, really quick. And GooGle now going for a palace. He's dropping it down by a second supply rather than in his main base. Nice attacks from both players, to be honest. Decent TT there on the oil. Maybe a little bit overkill, since that tunnel was dead and it was going to go down anyway. But I mean, the Terratech just made 100% sure. Sneaky worker there from GooGle does go down. No palace from BoYcaH though. That's the advantage that GooGle's got now. He's going further ahead with the tech. He's got the palace, but BoYcaH does have the oil advantage now though. That could be a tech terror, maybe. So big push here from GooGle, but the super techs from BoYcaH should be able to clear this up with the correct micro. It just depends if BoYcaH will pull off the correct micro or not. BoYcaH's dropping down as many tunnels as he can afford. He's got 1,000. He could drop down one more if he wants to, but he's also got to produce units from the war factory as well. GooGle behind this is now on a palace, and he's got a demo bikes out, so he's going to have the demolition upgrade. I think he'll be researching it now. It is 4-4, so this game does mean a hell of a lot. It's going to be who goes leading into the end, or the final games. Not the final games, because it's first to 7. But who goes into the later game drop? One Demobite didn't really achieve that much, and GooGle's attack has pretty much all been repelled. BoYcaH's defense has just been absolutely on point. Palace now being dropped down from BoYcaH. This is turning out to be quite an epic game. We're going into the 10th minute shortly. One difference about this map and Foregone Air Battle. Foregone Air Battle has the refiner in the middle. Whereas the original obviously doesn't. BoYcaH was actually doing the concentrated toxin, whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Contaminate. But DoMiNaToR. Oh yeah, DoMiNaToR sniped it, but he can place a bomb. He can place a bomb on it on this. BoYcaH's going to try and get inside of the toxin tractor. He might snipe it. No, he's going to get inside of it. He's going to snipe the toxin tractor again, you would think. But yeah, needs to protect that oil and is at an economic advantage. It's worth 1.6 black markets, if I'm not mistaken. Or the equivalent to 1.6 black markets. But yeah, that toxin tractor is going to pretty much stop DoMiNaToR from planting any bombs on it. And there is a quad there as well. GooGle's on 1 black market and he's also going demo bikes. GooGle's on 5,600 there. For 6,300, so it's not that much more considering he didn't have the few workers in the beginning, but it looks like he did replenish them pretty quick. It's actually like $600-ish behind. But yeah, this oil does make all the difference. I think that's where the demo bikes is going though. Going up to the top and then left, that's probably where I'd be thinking to go. Yeah, 3, I think you need 3. But the technical is here. Stopped it completely. That's a big loss for GooGle. That's like, what, $50 wasted there on those bikes. DoMiNaToR is running around and sniped a quad there. He's also planting a bomb on the supply. So he's going to try and get to level 3. BoYcaH already is level 3. And that will take GooGle to level 3. Actually, the kill on that supply, I think that will give him 200 points. XP points. Ooh, it didn't actually kill it because I think he's got the fortified structure. If he didn't have the fortified structure, that would have survived. So yeah, it's giving him like a 25%-ish boost. There is a demo bike coming in though. Oh, still doesn't kill it though. That's unfortunate for GooGle. Needs another one, but I think BoYcaH probably going to be expecting if he sends another one. So yeah, GooGle's on 2 markets now. Almost mined out on his main. 2 markets being dropped down from BoYcaH, and it's super even. It's just that this oil over here is the big advantage for BoYcaH. There is a delay on the stream. It's about 35 to 40 seconds, by the way, to the guy that asked. Quad cannon has been sniped. Where is the Jarman? The Jarman's there on very low HP. And I think the radar van... Well, there is no radar van, actually. You would expect the radar van's going to be coming soon. DoMiNaToR doesn't really know where to go. He's like hobbling around. I think he's pretty much going to die. Here comes the radar van. He does go down. Yeah, GooGle's mined out on his main. Could send a few of them workers at least them 3 out the front. Over there on the back, but he's selling his main supply actually. Which is also good. Yeah, GooGle with these attacks is just losing too much now, and BoYcaH is massively ahead. 1, 2... Oh, he's on 3 markets. I think he's 1 ahead of GooGle. Yeah, 1 market ahead, but then also 1 oil as well. So BoYcaH's definitely ahead. Was that a terror tech? Looked like a terror tech from BoYcaH. But I mean, he hasn't killed any of the markets, but he's still ahead though. Another market's going down from BoYcaH, so he's going to have 4 markets. BoYcaH wants to be careful with these buggies, but actually he's done pretty well. He's taking out 2 buses. Yusuf Gaming said the best thing that BoYcaH did. Oh, there we go. The rebel ambush on the oil killed it and the tractor. But that tractor did a good job in saving it for a while, as well as the technical. But now all of this needs to just go in the tunnel. But someone said, yeah, Yusuf said in the chat, the best thing BoYcaH did was TNT this oil. And I probably agree. Although I think the oil was going to go down anyway, because I don't think anything was going to pop from that tunnel. But either way, killing that oil was definitely a super good move. But I mean, now it could even out, but I think BoYcaH is still ahead in terms of black markets. Epsy said, my stream delay is normally like 3 minutes. Why is it 30 seconds now? It's 3 minutes when I'm playing a big 3v3 against people that I know watch the stream, like Scuba and Foregone. But here it's 40 seconds, because in a 1v1, 40 seconds is enough for a Helix to be, I think, to be pretty much built and already be flying across the map. Actually, I don't know if that's right. Pretty much for a Helix to appear and then be flying across the map. But yeah, 40 seconds for 1v1 I think is there or thereabouts enough. You could probably increase it to a minute or a minute and 20 seconds or something. But yeah, in a big 3v3 where you could be amassing Helixes, it could take you, well, 3 minutes. But yeah, it's against people like Scuba and Fargo, who I know watch the stream. Whereas BoYcaH and GooGle, I think they pretty much trust each other. We're all in the same clan. We're all kind of friendly with each other. I don't think, well, there might be stream sniping, but again, there's like a 40 or 45 second delay, something like that. I mean, if you think you can get an advantage with that, then I think it'll throw you more off, to be honest. Whenever I'm playing and I know there's a stream, I completely close everything and just play my game. If I'm distracted by anything, it actually puts me off. And I think it does a lot with the same other players as well. One, two, three, four, 5 markets for GooGle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 markets for BoYcaH. But BoYcaH's got a bit more of an army advantage over here, and there's Demo Trap. That's going to kill one of GooGle's quads. I think GooGle might die here. I don't think he has enough of an army. His Memorable Ambush is still on cooldown. I think it's probably at least got another 2 or 3 minutes. There's the Demo Bike coming here. There's AP ammo though, so that they're going to get stopped before they go there. And BoYcaH's going to win both of the GLA mirrors. That's very, very interesting. It looks like, at least anyway, unless GooGle can pull off some kind of amazing... oh, he did. That was a decent Demo Bike. But the Palace is going down. I think GooGle might have lost too much here. Yeah, I think he has. I think it's going to be GG. BoYcaH's GLA mirror is just super, super good. Well played from GooGle. GG. Now, if BoYcaH was in that position, would he have just quit, or would he have said well played and GG? Don't think he would have said well played. But yeah, well played to BoYcaH. He played really, really good there on both sides of that. Really, really decent. It's going to be BoYcaH's map choice now, so he might choose something weird to try and throw GooGle off. Ali Savage said, did BoYcaH not stream snipe you, Domi, when you build helixes and he made Gatlins in tank mirror? I think you might have got that wrong, because I would have never made a helix in a tank mirror. I rarely do that, like extremely rare. The last time I played Aces it was a China versus Nuke, and I made 2 helixes, and all Aces made was helixes. SPL was streaming then. Maybe you could have stream sniped. It's pretty predictable. China's going to make a helix, so I don't know. Sometimes you just predict the build orders. I was owning him in the beginning until he got my oil. BoYcaH's going to get a drink. I can feel the tension. BoYcaH needs to get a drink and take a break. After that, Gile Mirror Masterclass. Nuke talks on Iron Dragon. Hottest Chili says, Dominator, do you think you can best size in World Series? I think you mean beat size in the World Series. To be honest, I think I'll get past rounds 1 and 2, and then I'm kind of hoping that Freestyler knocks out size in round 2 or whatever it is, and then I'm pretty confident against Freestyler. I can take Freestyler. But size, I got to be honest with you, sometimes I've thrown my absolute 120% at size, and size still manages to come out on top. Size is an absolute beast. So I think I've got a chance to beat him, but he's definitely got a way more chance of beating me. So, yeah, don't get me wrong. When I come to play it, I'll play my 120% again. Maybe vary up my strategies, and hopefully size has an off day and I have an amazing day. But size is definitely the favorite going into that. But yeah, I think if there's a chance Freestyler can knock size out, definitely. Freestyler is definitely capable of it. And I believe different styles suit different different players, and I think I've got more chance. I think Freestyler's got more chance of beating size than me, and I think I've got more chance of beating Freestyler than size. So yeah, hopefully, well, it could be Shay or Freestyler could knock out size. I'm hoping. Might pay them a little donation if they do, and then when they do that, then I'll beat them. That's my plan. But I think logic would say that size is probably going to go route 3 to round 3, but size has been knocked out in round 1 before. 2019, size got knocked out in round 1 by BoYcaH. 2018, who won 2018? Sexy won 2018. Did size not play, or did he got kicked out in 2018? I mean, size has won it twice, but in 2016, size got kicked out by Trapper. So size doesn't always bring his 100% A game, but the World Series this year is $2,000. So maybe that'll bring extra motivation for size. Let's see. John H says, Dom, do you often do commentary on live games like this? Yes. When there are challenges, yeah, probably like once a week. Yeah, and over the next coming few weeks, hopefully there's going to be a few more challenges. And there's going to be a few free-for-all challenges as well, like with 6 pro players in it. At least 4 planned in the next month with $100 prizes for each. Why do I keep playing Generals after all these years? Because it's just an amazingly addictive game with a decent player base. And I'm fairly good at it. And I understand the game pretty well. It's the best Command & Conquer in my opinion. With the most active player base. It's super addictive. No matter how many games you played, it's so good. And even after all of these years, we're still learning loads and loads of stuff about the game. Like the fact that for example, did you know this? The sneak attack has a dummy gun on top of the sneak attack, like built into the game code, and a Humvee has a dummy gun on it to attack air units. We just learned that the other day, or most of it. Yo, Freestyler, by the way, Freestyler's in the chat. Freestyler knows there's $20 for him waiting if he knocks out size. Right, Canyon of the Dead. Tox versus Nuke. There are cars on this map, and I think BoYcaH knows it. Right, we're just waiting for Google. He seems to be on the phone. And then we're going to kick off with this. So it's first to win 7 games. Best of 13. $130 on the line, which is a nice little prize. Thanks to the sponsors mentioned in the description: Hepsi, AK Baloney, Lucifer Arise, and Cal and Cody. Freestyler wants $100 if he kicks size. I tell you what, if you kick out size and then I defeat you, I'll give you $100. No, I'm not really. I'm not committing to that. Just in case I end up having to give you $100, I'm not committing to that. I might end up giving you $100 and then not actually win the tournament. All right, you defeat size. I kick you out, and then I win the tournament. I'll give you 1% of the prize. I give you 1%.
GG guys. And great commentary. Smoke weed every day, peace.
Yo, Weed Smoker. Nice name. Nice comment. Thanks for the donation, man. Smoke weed every day. Do I want Generals to be remastered? Yes, I do, 100%. Right, we're on Canyon of the Dead. In the top right, we've got GLA Tox for BoYcaH in the yellow or gold color. And then in the bottom left, we've got pink for Google, aka Googly in the pink. He is our China Nuke General. So this is going to be a pretty good matchup. I think Tox, everyone can agree, Tox has got the advantage. Google has screwed up his supply because he's built the power plant too close, but he's actually adjusted and built the supply on the left hand side anyway, which actually might not work out so bad for him. But he has built it further away, so if he does mines on there, I think that will mess with the placement of the trucks. Like, for anyone who doesn't know, if you build mines on that supply now, the trucks might be perfect collecting, but because its supply is so far apart, the mines will appear in the middle, and the mines mess up the waypointing, or the pathing, whatever you want to call it, of the trucks. And the trucks will, like, go all around in circles and all kinds of weird stuff. Ideal supply placement, you want to do it so close that trucks don't move and the mines don't appear. Size is really, really good at it. If you watch Size's replays, just watch what he does. And then he builds his mines and they don't appear in the middle. It's really, really good. 2 supplies, 2 war factories out of Google. Aggressive tunnel from BoYcaH. Terrorist from BoYcaH as well. 2 terrorists from BoYcaH. I think he's just waypointed them into the base. Am I still under lockdown? Yes, I am actually. Although they are easing it in the UK, but I'm still under lockdown. Oh, Doze is going to go down here from GooGle. Nice from the terrorist. Battlemaster's going to get through. And this looks like a Tech Terror. I think there's something inside of it because I can't select it. Ooh, Tech RPG. And the terrorist is here as well to join the party. One Battlemaster is going to get in the base of BoYcaH, but BoYcaH has successfully bunkered this off, and there's another tunnel going down. So this is a decent start, I think, from BoYcaH. Really, really decent. Battlemaster is going to be in the base of BoYcaH now, but I don't think he's going to kill many workers, if any. He might manage to get like there, and if he explodes, he might kill some. But I don't think he's going to kill a lot, to be honest. There is a Battlemaster here. Going to lose a little bit of his HP, but he is going to kill that RPG. That's going to have to go back and repair now. And actually, GooGle is doing some good damage here on the workers. It's going to kill another worker there, and probably a few RPGs and do damage to this technical as well. He's going to scrap up the technical. But all of the workers inside of there. So actually, that's done really, really decent. Another Battlemaster going to get in the supply line. Over here, I think. So loads of workers of BoYcaH have gone down, actually. Despite the really decent start on the amazing box. GooGle's actually going for a fast Helix. Yeah, this is something in the 1.04 plus patch they need to be careful. I know they're only playing 1.04, the standard patch that everyone plays here. Oh man, look at that. He's not rebuilding the workers. What is he doing? But yeah, in 1.04 plus, they're going to consider bringing the tank hunter's price down for Nuke. Just got to be careful that the Helix build order doesn't become too much. You probably have to make the Helix slightly more expensive or slower or something, because otherwise this Helix could be too overpowered. The Helix transition, rather, anyway. GooGle's gone inside of the Helix, but I think there was only 4 tank hunters there. Might be wrong, but he hasn't got the horde bonus now. That's a mistake from GooGle. He has not got the horde bonus inside of there, so they will do a little bit less damage. Helix is going to fly straight across the map, but I don't know if that is the greatest of choices because there is already 1 quad out, at least. And these RPGs do not miss, as I've shown in a previous video. That's going to be painful. Because he's tox. Oh, it's just out of range just in time. So he's killed 1 quad and now he's going to fly back across the map damaged. I mean, probably still prefer to be in BoYcaH's position, but GooGle's not in a bad position. Propaganda center now getting placed down. Pepsi, what are you talking about? A 30-second delay in the stream? There already is more than 30 seconds. I added like 35 seconds, and then YouTube naturally adds like 10 or 15 seconds delay just for its service processing. So there probably is close to a minute delay. Battlemaster kills the worker there, and I don't think BoYcaH's doing very well, to be honest. He's dropping down some stingers in his base and more quads, but once the overlords come out with the Lotus, I actually think Nuke's not in a bad position. I think Nuke is going to win both of these. It's another one of them weird things on this map in particular. The only games that I can think of, Nuke has won every time, and in the games that I can think of, and I can't think of many. I'm thinking of like 4 or 5 games. A freestyle is in the chat. He'll remember the last tournament me and him played. or the last challenge me and him played, we both played Nuke versus some kind of GLA on this map. I think it was Nuke versus GLA, and Nuke won both times. But this is Tox though. I would still prefer to have Tox. But I don't think Nuke is completely weak. Google's doing really well. And he likes to build the airfield first, forces the GLA to make quads, and then he'll make the propaganda center and get the big tanks. Because then what is BoYcaH going to do against the Overlord's ECMs? Probably not a lot. I think he's going for the dozer home. He's not going to get it. Oh, is he going to get it? So close. That is the last dozer, but... yeah, it escapes on about 20% of his HP. Command center being dropped down right in the back of the base. It looks to me like Google's going to bring this back to 5-5. Tunnel cleared out there. Technical coming in. I think he's going for the dozer hen again, but he's going to find out that Google's actually dropped down a command center. Yeah, so he's killed a dozer, so at least he's killed a $1,000 unit. He might actually kill, might kill a battlemaster as well. Yeah, so that attack is still probably worth it. And he's done a bit of a scout as well, so you probably could still say it's worth it. BoYcaH's going for the oil in the top left now. But these overlords here are going to be so hard to deal with. No ECM here though. Oil capture does come in, and Google might choose to destroy the oil, but he is forced back by the quads. But now Google will probably just capture it with the Lotus there, and that's going to be annoying for BoYcaH to try and capture that back. So yeah, BoYcaH's only on one supply now. Google's on both oils. BoYcaH could collect from this supply, but it is going to be under threat. I always think this bunker's in a bit of an awkward position because it doesn't really cover the supply. If you ever make another version of this map, maybe move the bunker like here or something so it can be more defended. I mean, of course it makes it a bit more bunkery, but it's a bit easier to play. When it's easier to play, usually that'll be 3 supplies versus 3 supplies, both players taking it, and it'll end in longer, better games. But yeah, I mean, the map's good. It's really, really good. Okay, carpet and artillery both coming across the map. I think that's going to be on the palace. BoYcaH seems to be aware that something is coming. The Jarman might take the hit here, though. He needs to move the Jarman just to be careful. Ooh, Jarman just survives. BoYcaH's taking a massive, massive beating here. BoYcaH, sorry, did I say GooGle's taking a beating? BoYcaH's taking a massive beating. GooGle's just playing really, really well. But yeah, that bunker, I always find out I always take it, or you put a tunnel there and you take it, but you don't really gain anything. Apart from you secure this bit, you still can't actually reach that supply or defend that supply very well. I think BoYcaH's going down. He's desperately trying to rebuild his base in the bottom right, but I think this is just too many. Too many overlords. Okay, so BoYcaH's got a bit of an attack here. He's got 2 battle buses. I just think it's going to be slowly GooGle winning this. I mean, this army combined with the Helixes in GooGle's base, I think it's just too much. And the support powers as well from Nuke is really, really strong. So GooGle's coming back with his army. BoYcaH's not doing too bad, I suppose. Taking out the war factory. He's going to try and hit the dozer as well. I'm actually going to try and take out the power. That should detonate all the mines around it as well, so you should be able to move more freely. I don't think... Ooh, that's very, very lucky. Killing the propaganda center now as well. But these busters might get trapped unless BoYcaH just runs out now. The quads are going to go down. Pretty sure of that. Just depends if the busters are going to go down as well. Mine drop coming in, but BoYcaH is out and to safety. Helix is over here destroying BoYcaH's base now, and this is all going to be what BoYcaH's going to have left. I mean, BoYcaH's still got a chance, but I mean, probably quite slim, because the Helixes alone could probably deal with this. Never mind with this massive blob of army, and the oils, and the support powers. I think GooGle will still win. I think it's just BoYcaH just putting up a last strong fight. Before the flame dies out. Helix is coming in from the top. They might get caught off guard, to be honest. They are going to get caught off guard, but going to lose 1 bus in the process, it looks like. Oh, actually. Oh, he does lose 1 bus. It's actually to the artillery platform. BoYcaH doesn't have any more workers on the map, so once that CC gets cancelled, he needs to drop down a barracks somewhere, or another building somewhere. He could drop down a barracks in the top right, but there is a Helix there. I just don't see any way BoYcaH can win this. Even with that decent Helix catch. Just still can't see a way he can win it. This is not the greatest of engagements for GooGle. He is losing some stuff. I mean, if that CC finished and he had the rebel ambush, which he does, he is level 3. He maybe could have turned the tide there, but I mean, GooGle's still on the oils. Could just produce more stuff. He's on. I think he's just built another couple of units or something. Yeah, CC's going to go down, and the CC would have been captured anyway. BoYcaH's out. GG, thrown down from BoYcaH. Well played to GooGle. Brings it back to 5-5. Close series so far, going my way of their prediction. And Nuke did win. I bet most people would have picked Tox to win. But I don't think Nuke's so bad. If played by the correct player, if played well, I don't think Nuke's that bad. So we're on 5-5. It is first to win 7 games. So we've got BoYcaH back on Canyon of the Dead. We've got yellow versus pink this time. BoYcaH is in the China Nuke general. China has been generous. And we've got GooGle, aka GooGle, in the top right with the pink China Tox. If you actually look at workers on the map, they're actually quite muscly, you know. If you look here, they actually have decent abs. I mean, to bang that big hammer, you probably would have to. But they are actually quite muscly. You think they're these little slaves, but they're actually quite muscly. BoYcaH going for 2 supplies, mines on his power plant, and sending forward an aggressive truck down the right hand side. He's stopped his second war factory for that. He's making 2 trucks, and there is a tunnel going to be built in the same place as BoYcaH did, and BoYcaH's going to come from behind now with this truck, and actually probably collecting there with 3 trucks probably isn't all that bad, as long as he stops this. GooGle will not be able to go inside of that building, by the way, because it's half damaged. It stops the BoYcaH going inside of it, which actually you could say that's more of a balanced map. It's always annoying when you GLA, but it's actually more balanced. That one's not though, because it stops the worker hiding inside of it, which is really difficult to deal with early game. Battlemaster being completely caught off guard there, and he's going to have to go back and repair that straight away. The mines have been dropped down, and GooGle is going to spot the mines. Has he got terrorists inside of there as well? Don't tell me. He has. Perfect play by GooGle. Really, really decent. Nice. Decent play from GooGle. Needs to be careful of these mines though. Another war factory being dropped down, but the other war factory is already dropped down. And this tentacle is kind of stuck now. That was really decent top level play from GooGle there, clearing the mines. Really, really decent. So BoYcaH now is going to stabilize, but it's going to be what is the follow-up from GooGle, and how weak is BoYcaH going to be going on from this? I mean, he's already lost. He's been delayed some mining time. He's lost his mines in his war factory with 600. They were useless. Alpa says they should choose random armies. Well, it's not my challenge, it's the sponsors challenge, and Lucifer Arise came up with the format. So the armies are all chosen. But I think these armies are pretty balanced. I like it. It's better than random. So a lot of battle masters out now for BoYcaH. This building is going to get cleared out, and these scorps are probably going to get cleared up as well. I'm not sure if that's a super tech now. Yeah, it is. It's a super tech. But actually, that building did not get cleared out. So BoYcaH's off to a bad start. And GooGle's micro is looking super, super on point. Pavel says, is that the same guys still playing? Yeah, it is, 100%. It's still the same guys playing. It's a best of 13, which can go on for several hours. As proved here, they've been playing for 3 hours and counting. Martin says, I thought you had to spread out Tox terrorists when you use them and detonate them. Yes, you do. To play it safe, you do. Not always do they explode on each other, but sometimes they do. And when they do, that could cost you the game. So if you want to play it safe, you need to spread them out. Ideally, like one terrorist on each side. That truck. I think he wanted to take the rockets away by using the truck as bait. BoYcaH now switching into his own helix. Battlemaster went down there, but it looks like GooGle's actually saved all of the workers. We've got a technical coming in on the left. It's going to get caught off guard, actually. You think the super tech's going to go down? Yeah, it is. Super tech's going to go down. Palace already on the way from GooGle. GooGle's already on 3 supplies. He's in a better position than BoYcaH was. But BoYcaH's going to be on a helix very, very soon. Yeah, another flame tank lost there. There's loads of scorpions out now. BoYcaH needs to transition into this helix super, super fast, but he's going to be low money though. Because he's bought a few mines as well, like mines on that, mines on the war factory earlier, mines on the barracks here as well. He needs to spend all his money now on tank hunters. Scorpions coming in now from GooGle. Another flamer being brought on the battlefield by BoYcaH. Palace now out. Stinger site already in GooGle's base. GooGle's playing this super, super well. Three quad cannons already out as well, and a second truck is taking damage. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't know what truck that is. Third truck to be going down, I think, maybe. So Helix is now out and flying around, but GooGle seems super, super aware of this. Some transition you're bound to see. I actually thought it's better going Propaganda Center and getting the Overlords out faster. But BoYcaH and GooGle seem to think that Helix is the better option and then go to Propaganda Center later. And to be honest, it might well be. Because you force the Tox to make quads, and they're expensive for Tox. There is a Jarman out now, as well as a battle bus. And 3 quads out as well. Is that the last dozer? No, there's another dozer here. Could steal the dozer though. There is a Jarman around here. Wow. How did I miss that? But loads of tanks have gone down. Actually, that's 2 battle masters there because the piles have been left. But actually, a few Scorps, and the tunnel has been cleared up there as well by this Helix. Helix is now not firing, and these quads have been caught out of position. Those tunnels are going to go down for it. So BoYcaH now needs to get a Lotus out and get these oils if he wants to stay in the game, in my opinion. 2,700 he was just on. He's obviously spent some money. I think he's building more battle masters. Wow. Well, he did not expect mines on the barracks. And they did pay off. This caught a bus. I mean, the bus probably would have gone down anyway, but the mines have definitely helped make it a lot easier. Only 1 battle master gone down. Helix, yes, you're always taking a bit of damage. Just going to drop down another airfield and repair that ASAP. BoYcaH's in trouble now. There are mines there, but I think Google's going to shoot the mines. I think he knows because there is a small bomb detonator there. BoYcaH just quits. Google GG's. Oh man, BoYcaH's angry at that. 6-5. Google just needs one more. Can feel the tension. I think it's Google's map pick now. So it'll be BoYcaH's army pick now. Yeah, the interesting thing about this format is that the mirror because the mirror was at the beginning. Which is usually unusual. Usually have a mirror at the end. Rubberhat's Art Creation said, where would I rank Google in the experts list? Super good. Probably better than... Well, if we're talking right now, he's better than Xcal. He beat Size the other day in a challenge. He's winning against BoYcaH here. I'd say he's better than Hawkeye. I'd say he's better than Sexy. So yeah, he's talking better than most of them. Google is super good. Do not underestimate Google. He's a really good player. Amar says the ghost pepper has worn out. I agree. I think he needs a ghost pepper. Maybe he needs some... Oh, what's the hottest pepper? Is it cayenne pepper? Cayenne pepper? Is that hotter than the ghost? Oh no, the Carolina Reaper. Carolina Reaper pepper. Which matchup? So BoYcaH is now going to pick the matchup, and Google is going to pick the map. First to win 7. Boyk is saying be fair. Boyk is saying official map should be banned. Alpine Assault. You might actually go with Alpine Assault. Because Google likes the official maps. Google likes some weird random stuff that I really don't like. You could choose that, Dust Devil. Although I don't really mind Dust Devil. He might choose something weird like Killing Fields, Less Pig Lowlands. You might choose Less Pig Lowlands. This is a horrible map. You sometimes get it. You used to get it in Quick Match. I can feel the suspense. Well, he hasn't said anything about Les Pig Lowlands, so I don't think he's going to choose that. So he might choose Seaside Mutiny, I think. Oh, it's Herb that picks this sometimes. Herb picks Seaside Mutiny. Silent River is a choice. That's not actually that bad of a map, but it's another weird one where you don't get the middle supply and you lose. The front line, he could choose that. I don't think so, though. I think he's going to... The fact that he said I'd laugh at it, I think he's going to choose something weird like Tournament Plains, Winding River. That's an absolutely massive map. So if you get GLA on that, it's weird to harass. I mean, he could actually probably choose that, but the map actually he might choose Wasteland Warlords. What's that map I just... is it Winding River? It's so big. So you want Wasteland Warlords, that's what he wants. Is there a Wasteland Warlords balanced? Hang on a minute. Google lives the official maps and BoYcaH doesn't, so we're on Wasteland Warlords. It's probably a while. It's refreshing to see. It's probably a while since you last saw this map. Okay, Wasteland Warlords. In the top left we've got BoYcaH with GLA Vanilla in the yellow. Got the little light on the front this time because it's in the dark. Pretty interesting. In the bottom right we've got Google with the pink USA laser. So yeah, going to be interesting. Google only needs one more to win. 7 wins for a victory, $130. Thanks to our sponsors. Someone says 550 watching. Wow. Well, we had 600 before, or 599 or something like that. But because these keep taking ages between games, we lose like 50 viewers each time. So we've got GooGle going for a 2 supply build order, but the problem with this is if GLA gets inside some of these buildings, that supply is completely rendered useless. So it's all going to come down to say if that tunnel completes. If that tunnel completes, it's probably GG right there. GooGle's going to try to stop this, but BoYcaH's going to be fully aware of that. I think the dose is too slow. It might be GG already. Might be GG already. He's going to try and stop the worker. The worker's been saved as well. V coming across the map, but there is already something inside. I think BoYcaH's got a massive advantage already just because of that tunnel. That's why I don't like some of these official maps. I think it's kind of decided from the first opening seconds sometimes. But yeah, BoYcaH needs to recognize this supply. He needs to stop this ASAP. BoYcaH's already on 2 supplies as well, but not on as many workers. Dozer has been stopped, but the V's are slowly being built now. But this is a massive mistake from BoYcaH, not going inside of one of these. He's now going to harass it. Just needs to put 1 RPG inside of there, and that supply is done. Literally as simple as that. And drop off a worker and drop off another tunnel. So now GooGle's going to be on 1 supply. This is why I hate this map. Slightly stupid. And these Chinooks can't do anything. GooGle's feeling the pain of his own map here. These Vs could just go across the map. If they close down the war factory, it could just be GG. They are just going to go straight across the map. Are they just going to close down the war factory? This is going to be bad news for BoYcaH if he doesn't react to this quickly. He's going to go for the base trade, it looks like. Or is he? He's going to lose the war factory. The arms dealer, rather. It's all going to come down to this engagement. 1v is a little bit low. He does save the arms dealer. Needs to be careful with these techs, so doesn't want to lose any, ideally. Some of the workers being picked off here, and these Vs are going to get trapped around the back, I think, but I still think probably, I don't know whose position actually I prefer. It depends. It all comes down to this 1 engagement. It literally comes down to this engagement here. Lots of technicals going down. So it's now 3-4 left, but this war factory needs to be saved. He needs to go in now. The laser lock is massively, massively on point, just parked behind the arms dealer. All comes down to this, really. Laser lock's again on point. But the missile defender's been taken out. There's only 1 missile defender left now, and there's another V being brought in the back. But BoYcaH's only got 1 technical out, and BoYcaH, I think, has been caught off guard here. But actually, GooGle can't collect anymore, because this supply is being harassed. GooGle's now dropping down another supply, actually, so I think GooGle's got it. I think the map trace is throwing BoYcaH off. So BoYcaH's main base is now gone. BoYcaH's rebuilding in the bottom left. I would sell all of this. I know you only get $100 back from a tunnel or whatever it is. Yeah, $100, but I mean, that tunnel's just going to go down anyway, I think. It's not going to really do any damage to this with the correct micro from GooGle. Simple micro. BoYcaH could do better targeting here. 1 is going to go down. So only 2 Chinooks left now. But there's enough Vs out to finish the game, I think. But BoYcaH could just go into this super defensive, just spamming tunnels. He's got the money for it. He could just drop down loads and loads of tunnels. He needs to drop down tunnels here fast. Maybe even another one. He's got the money for it. Maybe he's queued up a few RPGs from there. I'd even drop down another one. Technical's still running around. That technical's going to die now, I think. The laser lock is going to be painful for it. Let's kill 1 missile defender there. The workers at the top left have survived. Tunnel here is going down. This could be BoYcaH's final moments, or it could be BoYcaH pulling a comeback. I'd say... whose position would you rather be in? I mean, GooGle's not in an amazing position. Armsdale have even dropped down by BoYcaH. It is a fake. Would you drop down more tunnels at this point, or a fake Armsdale? I think fake Armsdale isn't so bad, because I think you need the tech RPG to harass these Snooks. Anti-Pro said the lack of new maps is a shame. I agree, to be honest. I would like to see Irish Front and also Vendetta, those maps. But I mean, we haven't seen this map for a while, so at least it's not so bad. 1v does go down there from GooGle, and probably another one, actually. Oh, that one's going to go low. There are flashbang range there. Actually, GooGle's losing a lot. He's lost 2 Vs there, and that's like half of his army. Flashbang ranges are inside of these Vs now as well. But yeah, GooGle's not in the greatest of position. I'd say it's still fairly even. I think actually BoYcaH's probably got the advantage now. He's on 2 supplies versus GooGle's 1. It's going to need some amazing micro. It's all going to come down to the final game on this map, I think. I think my prediction might actually come true. I predicted GooGle to win 7-6, by the way, right at the beginning of the stream before any games had happened. When GooGle asked me. Tech RPG causing some harassment and now going back. BoYcaH's now rebuilding his main base. And is there flashbangs? Yeah, there is flashbangs. I actually couldn't see it then. Usually you look for it flying through the air. But actually I couldn't see it for a second. Toxin Tractor here as well. Just in case GooGle does go inside of here. BoYcaH is playing really, really good at the moment. Oh, there's a lot of flashbangs in there though. And all of them RPGs have been cleared now. If he gets inside of these buildings, that's going to be dangerous. But BoYcaH has rebuilt on his main, but not the supply though. Decent micro from GooGle, pulling back his weak units. Tech's going down for BoYcaH here. I don't know if it's wise to keep engaging that. Search and Destroy now deployed, so these Vs will be even harder to kill now. BoYcaH does not want to lose this area. He's been fighting for it tooth and nail. Another supply going down for BoYcaH now, back in his main base. I don't know where he keeps getting these RPGs from. He keeps losing them, and then more just keep coming out of this tunnel. Yeah, Armsdale's going to go down again. That's bad news. BoYcaH is rebuilding. He's still technically on 3 supplies. He's rebuilt on his main now. Versus GooGle's only 1. GooGle does have a heroic V there. Vet 3. Tech Terror being prepared, but the terrorist is going to get caught out. One terrorist does go down, detonates a technical with it as well. And that V there does need to be careful. Technical going to go in the main base. Oh, he's going to go for the Vs, actually. Might hit it. I think he's going to hit it. Oh, no. Nice X there from... nice scatter from GooGle. The tech terror wasn't 100% on point like BoYcaH normally has it. BoYcaH does normally have the terror techs on point. BoYcaH just needs to sell this now. You don't want to give GooGle the extra XP. I mean, he's already vet 3. A10 coming across the map. He's going to hit the second supply of BoYcaH, killing a lot of stuff there. 2 tunnels and a supply down to the hole. Tech RPG in the main base of GooGle. I think GooGle might have taken the series. $130 going his way. I can't see way BoYcaH's going to win this. It's going to take something amazing, a perfect demo trap, something like that. I think GooGle's just too comfortable on this map. And BoYcaH not 100% comfortable on this map. 1v might go down there, but I mean, even the V's not going down. This is not going BoYcaH's way at all. BoYcaH's going to throw in a towel. I think it is GG. BoYcaH's lost way too much. His main base is going down again. Arms dealer going down, and then he's just going to be left on the supply and the arms dealer and a tunnel and a couple of workers with 3-4 workers. Nobody's gone for the oil, interestingly, in the top right. Maybe that's something BoYcaH could have done differently. But these search and destroy Vs are just so hard to deal with the ambulance and with the veterancy as well. That's literally BoYcaH's last units now, all running to their death. Yo man, welcome to the channel, by the way. Supply now going down, and BoYcaH is selling up, selling his arms dealer. He's making a barracks in the top left. I suppose there is a chance that GooGle could disconnect. If he disconnects, don't think we've got a rule for that. BoYcaH's got a barracks in the bottom left. Well, my prediction was 7-6 to GooGle, so 7-5 is not so far off, not a million miles off. Pathfinder's out now as well. It's just a nail in the coffin. BoYcaH's got nothing anyway. $1,675. Barracks going down. I mean, BoYcaH's got a scaffold in the bottom left. I think that was a toxin tractor's gone down as well. I like the Humvees with the headlights, by the way. Looks cool. Yeah, BoYcaH's last building now about to go down. He does have money for another scaffold, which has been dropped down here. BoYcaH hanging on for dear life. These Vs, though, are going to clear it out. Just need to tap that. GG. BoYcaH loses and GooGle takes it. Amazing play by GooGle. 7-5 takes $130. Massive thank you to our sponsors today. Lucifer Rise, Hepsi, Card and Cody, and I forget the other one, AK Baloney. So yeah, massively well played to both players. It was best of 13, so first to win 7. GooGle takes it. BoYcaH says lucky. Yeah, really, really well played. GooGle's coming on BattleNet. So we'll speak to GooGle on BattleNet, see what he's got to say about the players, about the game, sorry, not the players. Phoning GooGle now. Google?
Easy.
Easy.
Is it coming?
Nah, I don't think so. He said well played and enjoy. No, well played. That was good games. How many hours did that go for? 3 hours and 36?
That was really, really good games. Like, I really enjoyed. I mean, BoYcaH is kind of, I think level-wise, he is ahead of me now. So I had to play with tricks to win, honestly.
With the
GLM era, he wrecked me. Like, I was speechless in both GLM eras.
Yeah, GLM era, he played really, really well. Stealth tank was fun to watch. I thought your stealth
oh, that was
played really well with that. That hijacker was perfect.
Yeah,
Not sure how many seconds late his mines were in that particular game.
I think 1 to 2 seconds, because once I took it, I drove with the dozer.
Oh, and
I saw mines.
okay, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Nah, really good games. Yeah, the stealth tank was most fun to watch. I love stealth tank.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I
you're
think
floating.
worth posting maybe, but I was floating. I know, 16.
Floating like 18k.
So. But the thing is, like, I saw that he picked that map and he was stealth, and I took more supplies than him with tank. I was surprised. Oh, this supply is not taken. This supply is not taken. His oil was taken. Even
True. Yeah, he took his oil. I think because you put the pressure on with the trucks really early on, He was in
true,
defense mode from then, and I think for a while he thought you had no dozer, so he thought if he gets Palace and Bus, he wins. But yeah, he didn't. I think it was like 14 or 15 minutes. He still didn't have his oils, so that was a massive mistake. And also the refinery in the top left, he didn't capture, even when he captured the oils eventually.
I knew that he thought that I'm dozer because he had the super tech. Once he got the dozer, he went back. He didn't even try to scout my base to see a third dozer. No, straight. He's like, okay, he's dozer.
True.
I'm gonna chill back in my base and I'm gonna win it.
True. I think if it had saved that super tech, if it had gone in the right hand side, not inside the flame wall, maybe hunted your other dozer or killed some trucks, maybe he could have won. Because with a perfect micro, you really shouldn't lose the super tech.
True. I agree.
Yeah. Anyway, GG's.
Oh, good games. Yeah.
Nice. Are you off now?
Thank you for streaming.
No worries.
I think yes, it's 1 a.m. for me. And thanks for all the sponsors who did this. Like, really appreciate it. And this is like actually a warm up for me for the World Series. I needed this. Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, no, it's good. $130. Well done. Well played.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, cool. GG's.
Okay.
Speak to you soon.
See ya.
Well, there you have it, boys. Words from Google. Really well played to Google. Really entertaining games. My favorite games personally were the stealth versus tank. But let me know what you think was the most entertaining games. Don't forget to like this video, like the stream if you enjoyed it, and hopefully we've got some more challenges coming very soon. Like I said before, there will be more free-for-all challenges, including Size, BoYcaH, Freestyler, all the pro players. At least like 4 in the next few weeks, and hopefully some more 1v1 challenges as well. Right, GG's boys. I'm off to bed now. Tomorrow I intend to be playing and probably streaming some more 0 hour, playing myself, warming up for the World Series. But other than that, I'll see you. Have a good night. Sweet dreams, and GG.